Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Test. Testing 1 2 3. Getting ready to go live here in Eunice, New Mexico. It's a beautiful day, a hot day, and it's football time. We've got Eunice versus Ruidoso getting ready to kick off. We're about 24 minutes from kickoff. We are testing mics. I've got Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. Ready to kick this season off with some hometown football here in Eunice.
It is about time. It's
not really football weather, but it's weather.
Man, it is hotter than a pistol out here. The last several days have been 100+ here in southeastern New Mexico. It is hot, and it is another one of those hot days for sure here today. And so anyway, once again, we're just trying to test mics, make sure that everything is ready to go. And this is our first time back in the booth since, as far as for football, since last year's state championship where the Eunice Cardinals fell in that championship game to Texaco. And so it's a new game, a new season, and we're ready here in Eunice. Any thoughts before we listen to our mics to see how they sound, Charlie?
Well, I'm ready. I mean, it's like you said, we've had the summer off. It's still summer. Still hot enough to be summer, but we're ready for some football.
Yeah, I agree. I've had some people already asking me, where's the crowd? They're texting me saying, where's everybody out? The problem that we've got today, just know in advance, is you've got the Lady Cardinal Invitational Volleyball tournament starting today. I'm not sure why, but we've got the Eunice volleyball team playing their first game at the exact same time as the football team. So we're going to be a town divided here today. And with it being this hot, I would guess that some of the folks will probably go over and enjoy the air-conditioned gymnasium at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though it's not the new gym yet.
That is true. No Taj Mahal yet.
No Taj Mahal yet.
Once again, let's see. I'm being told they have video and no sound. That ain't good.
As you can at least see it. I wonder why we have no sound. We're talking away.
Yes, we are. Trying to look and see if I see anything that might be causing, nope, I'm slobbering, anything that might be causing that problem. We are plugged in, we're up and running, testing sound. We'll be right back on the line. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Eunice Public Schools remind all parents you're the most important person in your child's life. Please advise and encourage them to make responsible choices while supporting their efforts in education. Help teach them ways to combat the tough challenges they face constantly. Eunice Public Schools believe students come first, relationships matter, and academic excellence transforms lives. The students demonstrate integrity, tenacity, and grit while developing kindness and compassion. Eunice Public Schools and Superintendent Bruce Hatch, their educators helping students build a solid, lifetime-lasting foundation.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 9 years and is family-owned and operated. Located at 2403 Avenue O in Eunice, they are your trusted vacuum truck provider. For vacuum truck services, call 394-1046. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria. Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria.
Good evening, ladies ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. This is the day we've all been waiting for. Today is the opening day of the 2024 New Mexico high school football season, and the Eunice Cardinals have unfinished business. Today, we kick off the season against 3A Ruidoso, the men from the mountain. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner, Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb. Charlie, are you ready for some football?
I'm ready for some football. We're ready to go here.
Man, we are without our main man, Resendo, as he had prior
called in
commitments.
sick or something, hooky or playing hooky or doing something.
That's right. He is not with us, so it is me and the Thumb. We're going to get after it tonight. Tonight, the 16-time state champion Eunice Cardinals take the field for the first time since ending last season as the state runner-up. It was the 10th time that the Cardinals have finished in the runner-up spot and the 26th time in the history of this Eunice program that Eunice has played in the state championship football game. The only team in New Mexico history to play in more state title games is Artesia. Artesia has played for 38 of those state title games. Eunice fell to Texaco in that state title game, but the Cards return a huge chunk of last season's team that went 10-3. Wide receiver Ashton Thompson did graduate. Ashton ended his career as one of the top receivers in New Mexico football history. The young man caught 44 touchdown passes in his career. That makes him the number 2 all-time NMA high school career touchdown catch person. He's number 2 in the history of this state.
Wow.
A great athlete and an even better young man.
And an accomplishment. That's a big accomplishment right there.
Now he's a Texas Tech Red Raider. Guns up, Ashton. We miss you. We're going to miss you this year, but man, an amazing young man. Shout out to Ashton and the Thompson family. Shout out to Ben Thompson. Ben, we're thinking about you. Thoughts and prayers for that entire group. Absolutely, man. Great, great people. Also missing from last season's team are Jorge Gomez, Caden Boyd, Joel Jimenez, Isaiah Hernandez, Francisco Ruiz, Noel Jimenez, Fabian Ornales, Rodrigo Gonzalez, Danny Garrett, Braylon Jeter, Jacob Ortega, Angel Orozco, Austin McCuller, Brady Colburn, and Kevin Garcia. We will miss those young men, but Eunice is loaded again. Make no mistake about it. This program reloads every single year. This Eunice team returns multiple all-state players from last season, including the quarterback, Elijah Melanson. Elijah threw for over 40 touchdowns last season, 4-0 touchdown passes last year. He had over 2,500 passing yards a year ago, and now nearly 5,000 passing yards in his career. He is quickly climbing up the ladder. He's got a chance to either get close or possibly even pass Mason Caperton, one of the all-time greats in New Mexico football history and the greatest touchdown pass throw-in, receiving yard throw-in quarterback Eunice has ever seen.
And he's a junior. He's got another year after this.
Yes, he's also rushed for over 1,000 yards in his career. He can run it. He can throw it. This young man is the definition of football. One of Melanson's favorite receivers also returns this season with senior Maddox Mata. Old Green Gloves, as Resendo likes to call him. He's quick. He's fast. He's got great hands. He's physical. He's capable of breaking one at any time he touches it. In fact, last year he had a 98-yard touchdown called back in the semifinal game because of a penalty that really had nothing to do with the play. Yep. It was a good call, but it just showed you the athleticism and speed of Maddox Mata. He is always one touch away from a touchdown. He's one to watch on special teams. Look for big things from Maddox Mata. Also, 6'4" senior Luis Gomez had a breakout season last year on both sides of the ball. Gomez is long, he's athletic, he plays every sport. He's a sprinter and a high jumper on the track. He plays above the rim on the hardwood, and out here he can outrun you. He can out-jump you, and man, the young man is physical.
Yeah, he can
will
hit
lay
you.
the
He can
wood
hit
on
you too.
Here come the Cardinals onto the field. For the first time in the 2024 season, this is your Eunice Cardinal football team.
Looks like they're ready to get it done this evening, Jimmy.
Yes, sir. Hyan Castro is another star on both sides of the ball. He can score with speed from the receiver, from the slot position, but he also scored multiple touchdowns last year on the defensive side of the ball. He had pick sixes. He had fumbles that he picked up and ran back most of the field for 6. The young man can score from anywhere. Running back Elgin Woods might be the heartbeat of this team. He's shifty, he's quick, he's explosive. This young man makes things happen. Last season, he averaged 100 yards per game. He forces linebackers to stay home and causes safeties to hesitate, and that gives our receiving corps just enough room to get open on the outside. He was second on the team a year ago in touchdowns. He does things you may not see on the stat sheet, but make no mistake, this young man is a big part of this Cardinal team. The heart and soul of this team may just be the center, Jose Calvillo. Big, strong, athletic, quick, another multiple sport athlete with size. This young man is a blue-collar player that gets it done in the trenches, tough as nails. Jose, can you see another state championship? Let's go, Jose Calvillo. The team returns most of the line from last season. That group will be tough and experienced. The Cardinals are coached by Greg Jackson. He enters his 6th season as the Eunice head coach. Jackson has led the Eunice team to state titles in 4 of the 5 seasons, and expectations will be high again this year. He's got 3 state championships, and he's 42-11 as the Eunice head coach. Eunice has played in the state championship 8 of the last 9 seasons, and has been to the state semifinal or better in 12 of the last 13 seasons. Expectations, as I mentioned, are high.
Always high here. Always.
So, looks like they're getting ready to say the national anthem. We'll send it over for a quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Redbird LP Gas Company in Eunice reminds drivers that summertime is coming to a close and the back-to-school season is upon us. So let's drive carefully where children are present because they may not be watching out for you. That's from Redbird LP Gas Company of Eunice, a name you can trust and depend on. Redbird LP Gas Company and the Parker family ask you to watch out for our children this back-to-school season. That's Redbird LP Gas Company. Call Bart at 575-394-2946. Again, call 575-394-2946.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
To No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live in Cardinal Stadium, one of the top 50 small school football stadiums in the entire country. Finishing our pregame, this Cardinal team has a few familiar faces coaching on the sideline, including the legend Armando Rodriguez. They've got the great Jake Melanson, Javier the artist Picasso,
Picasso.
and he's got roots over in Ruidoso.
Yeah.
Cattison, the gunslinger Rogers, and Kyle, keep it simple, Kimple. Shout out to the Kimple family up in Nevada. For Ruidoso, this community has been through so much adversity over the last few months. Fires, floods, you name it. In fact, the Eunice community and Eunice schools have several projects. Let me shut this. Have several projects taking place here tonight to raise money and support the Ruidoso community. Here in Eunice, our community has deep ties into the Ruidoso area and wish them the best for sure. We are getting ready to kick off. We've got both teams out of the way. I didn't get to go over all of my Ruidoso stuff. My apologies. We are a Eunice broadcast, and all I can do is say I'm sorry, and here we go. The two teams are on the field. Ruidoso is going to kick to Eunice. Ruidoso in the white uniforms with the dark navy pants or dark blue. Got the gold helmets. Eunice in the home red pants, red jerseys, white numbers, white helmets. And here is the kickoff for the 2024 season. It's a long one back into the end zone, and we'll start this season with a touchback. Oh, I had you shut off because I could hear you both.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm over here yapping away.
Yeah, we had the principal come up to talk to Charlie about something, and
she was telling
his
me
mic was on, and everything was coming through the system.
The volleyball team is up 2 sets, or I guess 2 sets to none right now.
2 sets to none. All right. Well, thank you, Miss Davis, for that information.
That's kind of keep us updated.
All right. Well, we appreciate it.
That's what our crowd. When we were talking about the crowd earlier, we're kind of competing against the.
Yeah, we've got
our first volleyball game.
Annual Cardinal Classic volleyball game or tournament that's going this week, and it just so happened that the way it worked out is their first game is the exact same time as the football team's first game. We've got a brand new volleyball coach over there, so good luck to that group.
Yep.
And they are up 2-0.
Uh-oh. Maybe a little jawing going on or something.
Yeah, and I missed it. I missed exactly what was taking place there.
Yeah, they had unsportsmanlike on both sides,
yeah.
Kicking and receiving. So I guess.
Yeah, I just missed what caused it. I heard the
call.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything that caused it.
This Ruidoso team, they've got most of the young men back from last year. They've got Trenton Hall, who seems to be one of the big leaders, along with True Camejo. Senior Joel Ortega as well. So here we go. Eunice going to take the snap. They're going to hand it off to Woods. Woods takes it around the right side, cuts it up in the middle. He's bobbing. He's weaving. He's still on his feet. He breaks the tackle. He's headed to midfield. He's across the 50 to the 40. Ooh. And Elgin Woods breaks one for about 40 yards on the first offensive play for the Eunice Cardinals. Way to go, Elgin Woods.
That's a way to start a game right there.
He was brought down by a host of Warriors all the way down to about the 37-yard line.
So they're lined up ready to go already.
About a 43-yard run there. 11:45 remaining here in quarter number one. Melanson takes the snap, throws it out to Hyan Castro on the right wing. He's got some room. He breaks it around the right side. He could go all the way. Touchdown! Hyan Castro on the pass from Elijah Melanson. And 6 points on the board for the Cardinals on only the second play from scrimmage. The Cardinals pick up where they left off last year, and they're up 6-0.
We burned up 28 seconds on the first score.
They jump out here early.
Yeah.
And got some people asking questions about this Cardinal team. Houston Harvey, shout out to the Harvey family. He's asking me if this group's going to be pretty good. I think they're going to be solid. Elgin Woods,
at first
the
glance,
kicker.
pretty good.
High and Castro takes the snap.
That's good.
The kick is up, and it is good. And the Cardinals quickly lead 7-0. Eunice is up 7-0. Charlie, you want to shout out to some of those sponsors?
All right. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors that make all this possible here. Make this free broadcast. Got City of Eunice, Mayor Hobbs, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Debbie and staff, Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones. And by the way, they're hiring. Devon Energy, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, and others. NMR Pipeline, LLC, Bettis family, Stacy Pop, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, Guns Up Services, Ben and Nina Thompson family, Outlaw Grill, and
Bigger than Me's Pizza.
Can I say that?
Hey, shout out.
Bigger than me Pizza.
Absolutely. Shout out. Josh Jones asked me if when we were doing our advertising, we would mention that they're hiring for shop labor, oil changer, tire man, car washer, a mechanic, paid dependent upon experience.
So if you got any skills, go see Josh.
Go down there and see the Joneses. Yep. Josh and Erica Jones, the other Erica Jones.
Sound like he's getting busy down there.
Yeah, he's swamped. I drive by there. There's cars parked for blocks. So the Eunice Cardinals with the early lead here over Ruidoso in Eunice on a beautiful summer night. Got a little breeze blowing. It's 7-0. And
ready for
Woods
the kickoff.
Ready for the kickoff. Eunice typically does that little pooch cross kick from the hash. We'll see if they do that or if he tries to boom it. He just pops it over toward the 30-yard line. It's going to skip up. Ruidoso going to grab it. Couldn't tell the number on that person. A lot of hitting going on.
A lot of hitting going
there.
on there.
I was thinking that might have been number 30, Tayton Coker, but
maybe.
I might have to pull my glasses out. I can't see that far.
We need to get some glass up here that has your prescription on it. You think we could order some of that?
Yeah, man.
We knew somebody on the on school board or something.
My eyes get worse and worse all the time. So Ruidoso will take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 33-yard line. The Warriors step to the line. Trying to see can you see what the number is on that quarterback? He's kind of sideways to me. He's going to hand it off right up the middle to number 23. That's Mason Zabel, I believe.
I believe that's either 16
that's
or 18.
27. 27 is Trenton Hall. He's one of the ones that I said was one we needed to watch here coming into this game.
Quarterback number 16, that's
Levi Shelton, according to my notes. So that's a different quarterback from last year for sure.
Yep.
So Shelton in the backfield. He's in that shotgun. Got a pistol back behind him. Trips out to his left. Single receiver out to the right. And the Cardinals are going to
pull us offside.
The whole offensive line was in the backfield before they snapped. So that'll back us up 5 yards, and it'll make it second and about probably 3. Somewhere in that general vicinity. Ball spotted at the 40. 10:54 remaining here on the clock. Thank you to those sponsors, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me's Pizza, Johnny Robertson.
I'm about to get used to saying that word, bigger than me.
Bigger than me.
Bigger than me?
Bigger than us.
That's a pretty big.
That's right. Taking the snap is Shelton, looking over to his left side, fires it through the middle. He's got a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. That's number 10, Fickney. Tackle there made by number 23. That's Luis Gomez. Also in there was 33. 33 is Cooper Pearson, Coop Dog, in there on the tackle. Good first down there for Ruidoso as they move the chains, moving it up to the 49-yard line. 1 yard shy midfield.
They're getting up to the line pretty quick.
In that spread offense, split out wide each side in the pistol in the back. They're going to hand it up to 27. That's Hall. He breaks around the right side. He's got a little room. He's still on his feet, and he's going to bust forward for another first down. And the ball hit the deck there at the end. And the Cardinals were pointing their way. The Ruidoso Warriors point their way. The officials say it was already down.
They called him down by contact.
And that's another first down for the Ruidoso
I was watching
Warriors.
those Ruidoso get a warm up earlier. They got a little passing game. We're going to have to be on that.
So Ruidoso hustles back to the line of scrimmage in that spread offense. They've got 3 receivers over here to the left side, pistol back in the backfield. They hand it right up the middle to Hall, and the Cardinals flock in on him.
The whole flock of Cardinals
I
got
saw Pearson in there. I saw 60, I think that was maybe 8. Anguiano. Couldn't tell
it.
for
No
sure.
game, 2nd and 10.
Is that 60 or 68 for the Cardinals? Maybe Goya. All right, so Ruidoso back to the line quickly, 2nd and 10. They're going to snap it, run it right up the middle to Hall. Hall has a little gap. He's going to push up to about the 30-yard line. He's going to be about a yard and a half shy of another first down. 9:25 here remaining in quarter number 1. Cardinals lead 7-0, but Ruidoso putting together a drive of their own here.
Call it 3 yards, 3rd and 3.
All spotted at the 30-yard line. Ruidoso back to the line of scrimmage. I believe that's Shelton, number 16, in the quarterback position. He's in that shotgun with the pistol back behind him. They're going to run it right up the middle to Hall. They had him in the backfield, but there's flags flying everywhere. And I think they got a hold of the face
Maybe
mask.
grabbed the, yeah, he came back pretty sharply.
I think that was Moses Rodriguez that got a hold of the face mask. And so they're going to move them ahead. The officiating crew doing a good job so far.
Got a hot mic.
But you can tell they're not used to having that mic on every play. They're talking and just normal conversation with the mic on. So going to be a first down after the personal foul, face mask.
That moves the ball down inside the 20.
And so scooting all the way up to about the 15-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. Chain gang trying to get the
figure
chain
out where.
set.
Everybody's kind of got the first game.
First game for them, too.
Yeah.
Ruidoso shifting around in their offense. They're going to go under center. Oh, no, now they're not. They're going to back up. Got 3 receivers twins, each side. Going to hand it right up the middle to Hall.
Nothing
and
doing.
In the backfield quick is big number, I think that's 58, Armando Quijada Enriquez.
That'll cost him a couple yards, 2nd down and 12.
Stay down for Ruidoso.
And so
I thought it was Billy talking a while ago. I guess it was the official.
it was the official. So there's a loss there. That's going to make it 2nd and 11. Ball spotted
11.
about the 16. Ruidoso back up there. Quarterback in that shotgun, and the whole Eunice line jumped off sides again. That's number 58 leading the way. That was Quijada Enriquez again.
That's those first game nervousness getting them right there.
Yeah, just gotta relax and watch that football down on the line of scrimmage for sure. 8:13 remaining here in quarter number 1. The Cardinals lead 7-0, but Ruidoso putting together a drive here. They are deep in Cardinal territory and knocking at the door. 2nd and 5 from about the 10. There's the snap. They're going to hand it to Hall. He's going to head to the right side. A swarm of Cardinals flock in there.
He's back to the original line of scrimmage there.
Trying to see if I can get a couple of numbers there. I think I saw a 20. Jose Calvillo was in there as well. 20 is Cooper Webb. He was in there. And I'm sure I missed a few because it looked like there was about 5 or 6 Cardinals
or a
in
flock.
there.
I guess we call them a flock over here.
So they had a huge loss there. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Ball spotted just inside the 15. 7:30 on the clock here in quarter number 1. They snap, now rolling to his left, looking for the pass. They throw it down. Oh, and it goes off the hands of a Cardinal player into the hands of Hall for Ruidoso, and he takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Pass completed.
We gotta bring them in when they hit your hands. You gotta bring it in. Huh?
It just went right off the top edge of his fingers. Ruidoso hustling to the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal from the 1. They're going to run it right up the middle to Hall. Cardinals hit him in the backfield and drive him back to about the 3-yard line. And so the Cardinals with a big stop there right up the middle. It was a flock of Cardinals flying through. Looked like green gloves come flying through from the defensive backfield. That's Mata along with Goita. And so Ruidoso back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of red in the backfield.
6:50 to go here in quarter number 1. Ruidoso back to the line. They got 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback under center. I thought I saw movement. Hall up the middle. And he's going to be close. Let's see if they give it to him. They're going to mark him down at about the
about
1
the
foot
1 foot line.
So 6:37 showing on the clock. They've marked him down at the 1 foot line. I thought there was movement in the
Yeah, it looked like
backfield.
somebody moved.
Ruidoso going to hurry to the line of scrimmage. It's third down and less than a foot. Ruidoso in that tight, got the feet to feet down in there, and they're going to try to run it right up the middle. Here they go. They're pushing through, trying to get there, and they dive across. Quarterback keeper from
So they got
Shelton.
it.
And so now it's 7-7 as Shelton, I'm sorry, 7-6 as Shelton is going to score on the 1 yard run. So 6:34 remaining here in the quarter. And Ruidoso going to line up to kick the point after touchdown here. Still scrambling, trying to get some new bodies onto the field. Trying to see if I can see that kicker. Looks like 23. Man, that young man does it all.
Does
for
everything.
them.
A little bit of this.
Well, that was Hall. That's 27. And that one
no
gets
good.
partially blocked in the backfield by
Somebody
the
got a
Cardinals.
mid on it.
The extra point will be no good. So it's going to be 7-6. Eunice with the lead here early. And the Ruidoso Warriors will be kicking off. Shout out to our sponsors.
All right. Thanks to these great sponsors that make all this possible. Outlaw Grill and Big of the Meat Pizza, Johnny Robertson. Guns Up Services, Ben and Nina Thompson family. Redbird Gas, Bart Parker. NMR Pipeline, LLC, Bettis family, Stacy Pop. Devon Energy, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean. Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones. And by the way, like Jimmy said, they're hiring. So if you got some skills in the mechanical, whether it's washing cars or changing oil, head down there. Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Debbie and her staff, and then the City of Eunice with Mayor Billy Hobbs.
Shout out to Perry Kimple listening up in Reno. We appreciate you. One of our always listeners, so we appreciate you. 6:34 to go here in quarter number 1. Eunice with a 7-6 lead. Ruidoso preparing for the kickoff. They kind of set up all the time with that little onside look. So the Cardinals have to shift in and out of that hands group up in the front.
They're hollering, hit somebody.
Cardinal crowd getting a little rowdy here.
Getting rowdy.
And here goes the kickoff. It's a boomer deep. Taking it over there is going to be Hyan Castro. He takes it at the 10 to the 15, the 20, breaks it around the right side. Now he cuts back, and the ball got knocked out of his hands, and I think Ruidoso's going to have it as Castro lost it, and it rolled all the way back inside the 20 as they were all going for it. Ruidoso ends up with it, and Eunice with the first turnover of the ball game, and Ruidoso gets the takeaway. They're inside the 20.
That's not what we wanted.
So a turnover for Eunice deep in Cardinal territory, and Ruidoso will get the ball back quickly. Oswaldo Gonzalez hustling out there into that center line area for the Cardinal defense. 6:25 to go. Eunice jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Ruidoso came all the way back, drove the length of the field, scored, missed the extra point. But on the kickoff return, a Cardinal fumble.
A little fumble.
Ruidoso's knocking at the door again. They're trying to get the Cardinals to jump again, and they were all jumping. They just didn't quite jump far
Didn't
enough.
jump far enough to cause a problem.
So Ruidoso.
He said, I got to run a play now. So I thought we were going to draw them offside.
Little pistol back formation. They're going to hand it to, I believe that's 27 again. He gets wrestled down. That's Trenton Hall.
Might have got a yard, maybe 2 yards out of it.
Yeah, he's going to pick up a long 2, maybe 3 yards. 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. 6-7 is the score.
They did pretty good on the defense earlier, just made a few little mistakes that cost them several yards. The face mask, the jumping off sides.
So Ruidoso with the ball. Shelton in the kind of that pistol back formation with the split behind him. He's going to take the snap, looking down the field, throws it over into the corner. Ball's up, and it gets batted down. A good play there by Elgin Woods.
Good defense there.
That's Elgin Woods, the senior running back out there playing the defensive back.
Looked like he was thinking about that volleyball game. He spiked that one.
Yep. Speaking of the volleyball game, we're being told our Lady Cardinals were up 2-0 last update.
Yeah, and I haven't got an update lately. So they're in their third set, and I'm not sure who they're playing right now, but it's a tournament. So.
Yeah. So 5:42 remaining here in quarter number one. 7-6 is the score. Ruidoso with the ball, the gold helmets, the white jerseys. Eunice in the red with the white helmets. Pistol back formation for Sheldon, sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Going to run a little option, delayed option, and coming through is number 12, I believe. That's going to be big Grayson Meek as he comes in from that defensive back spot, drags the quarterback to the ground for a huge loss. And that's going to make it fourth and about 15. And they're spotting it all the way back in between the 24 and 25-yard line.
And I guess that will be a sack.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the quarterback had it. So.
Yep. So a good play there by Meek, Grayson Meek.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it.
Marcus and Ivan Tercero watching from Las Cruces. Hello to the Terceros and Sandra. Appreciate you guys watching and listening.
And Ruidoso going to take them a timeout. Talk about it.
NMSU, the Aggies, the Ruidoso Warriors want to talk about it here as we're going to do a couple of things here at halftime. We're going to try to bring back what we did last year. We did it during football, where we have our Eunice Schools employee spotlight. We've got a special spotlight today during our halftime ceremony. So make sure you stick around for that. Got a lot of sports starting. This is just our first game. We were going to cover some volleyball this week, but nobody told us they moved the game. The game was on the schedule that I have and the schedule that the station had. It was Tuesday.
Right.
And Monday, everybody started posting pictures that Eunice played and won, and we were like, well, they
jumped the gun on us.
Well, they moved the game with Dora back to Monday, and they didn't tell us, and I'm sure they got other people to tell and wasn't worried about us. But so anyway, we didn't get to cover them. And then with the tournament, volleyball tournaments are so hard to cover because a lot of times they don't play on a timeline. They just play on who's next.
You got to be there, be ready when they're ready.
Yes, and so it makes it difficult. Debbie Vance. Debbie says they're hiring too. They're hiring a cook, a waitress. Ruidoso throws the interception to Luis Gomez. He's got it to the 30. He's all the way out to the 35, and he was one tackle away from a pick six. And he's frustrated that he didn't break it. But Luis Gomez picks up where he left off last year. That interception, that pick, was brought to you by Debbie's Country Kitchen, one of our great sponsors. Shout out to Debbie's. We appreciate you, Debbie, and we appreciate you listening.
And if you know how to cook or waitress a little bit, go down there and talk to Debbie.
She might have to get me down there. I'll pull out my Daisy Dukes and go down there and start playing.
Oh, Lord. Where's Rosendo when we need you? He'd have something to say, I know.
So the Cardinals in the shotgun. Melanson takes the snap from about the 35-yard line, throws it over the middle, and a great throw and an even better catch there in traffic by Hyan Castro.
That kid just jumped on top of him and tackled him.
Ripped his head off, a pickup of about 10, so they're going to motion. So first down for the Cardinals. Ball now spotted at the 45. Eunice in that no huddle that they're famous for. Got three receivers wide right, one to the left, one to the right. They give it to Woods. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's all the way to midfield. Yep. So he picks up 5, does Elgin Woods.
Woods on the carry, tackled by number 27.
So Woods, a big carry there. The senior, I believe he's finally a senior this year. Seems like he's been out here playing with these young men forever.
Yep, he's a senior.
Him and Mata. Some of those guys just seem like they've been out here forever.
Yeah, like ever since we started.
Castro, Luis Gomez. Melanson takes the snap, hands it up to Woods again. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he breaks it out to the right side. He has a shoestring tackle inside the 40, or he was gone. Yep. They take him down. He goes down about the 38.
On the carry.
Woods is just shifty. And if he can stay healthy, last year had some problems with knees and ankles. And so he's down to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10, 3:45 to go here in quarter one. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. Melanson throws it over to Luis Gomez. Luis ducks his shoulder, plows forward. He's down inside the 30. They're going to spot him in between the 29 and 30-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 8.
Gomez on the reception.
That's Luis Gomez with a nice catch on that little hitch pass, and then a push ahead for about 8 yards. Eunice back to the line quick. 3:15 to go here in quarter number 1. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. Melanson looking across the field, throws it over to Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
Gomez has some room, dives ahead all the way down to the 22-yard line, and it's going to be a first down. The pass from Melanson to Gomez. Gomez had a heck of a season last year. It was like the beginning of the year. He was one of the better players, but not really that standout player. By the end of the season, man,
he was
he was
rocking and rolling.
doing it. He was the guy. And so, man, look for big things for him. 1st and 10 Cardinals. They take the snap, throw it all the way into the corner. They got a man, and it's Maddox Mata. And Maddox Mata with a nice catch in the corner of the end zone on a beautiful pass from Elijah Melanson back into the corner. That's about a 23-yard touchdown pass from Melanson to Mata. And 6 more on the board for the Eunice Cardinals.
All right, and then got a report from the volleyball game. They lost the 3rd set, so it's 2-1.
So Woods back for the extra point. 13-6 is the score. High Castro the hold. He catches it, puts it down. Kick is driven, and it is no good.
I thought it was in there.
Looks like it was wide one way or the other, but the Cardinals lead 13-6. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to our sponsors during this little break. City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, and they're hiring. Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica, and they're also hiring. If you know how to do a little oil change or wash the truck, pretty much anything, go talk to Josh or Erica. The other Erica. Is she number 1 or 2? I guess to you she's number 2. To Josh, anyway, we won't get into that. Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, and Outlaw Grill Bigger to Me Pizza.
Shout out to the Holland family, Melissa and Roger, my neighbors. They also spend a lot of time in Ruidoso. They said they're watching from Ruidoso, a little mountain shower and 72 degrees. Must be nice.
That would be nice right now.
Let's see here. Sherry Lindsay Osborne asking me about the roster. Yeah, we could probably run down that. You may have to remind me because I might forget as we get a little farther into it. Shout out to Barbara Jean Sims, Betty Darnell for listening. We appreciate you guys. And so the Cardinals getting ready to kick off here in the opening day of the Eunice Cardinal 2024 football season. Cardinals' historic football program right here in Eunice Cardinal Football Stadium, one of the top football stadiums for sure in New Mexico. It's an amazing place, and just over the hill there, the Taj Mahal of basketball gymnasiums going up for sure. So here's the kick. It's a little pooch kick, pops through the middle. Ruidoso bobbles it. It's on the ground, and now they fall on it inside the 30, back about the 28-yard line. They're going to spot them about the 29. So Ruidoso will take over 1st and 10 with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. The Cardinals up 13-6. Shout out to our main man, Recindo Caballero. He'll be with us most of the season, but today he had some prior engagements, so we'll miss you.
Sometimes you just got stuff you got to do.
Got to go when you got to go.
Can't imagine what's more important than us, but
apparently
something is.
Something to him. I can't say too much. I'll miss. It'll be a few weeks, but I've got to go to Seattle, and so I'll be gone for at least a game. Going to hand off right up the middle. A host of Cardinals flutter through, and
I'm telling you, I don't even know.
There's a bunch of them. I see Gonzalez. I believe Cooper Pearson was back there.
That's about a 6-yard loss.
There was a whole host of Cardinals, including Quijada Enriquez.
Oh, maybe it wasn't as much as I thought. So about a 5-yard loss.
So ball's going to be spotted about the 24-yard line. Second, we'll call it 14. 2:10 on the clock here in quarter number 1. Ruidoso with the ball. Got receivers wide to the right, wide to the left. Quarterback got that little pistol back formation set up alongside him. Man in motion. They're going to hand it. Oh, the ball gets handed into the hands of big number 60. He's rumbling. He's stumbling. That's Jorge Gotia, and he's going to stumble all the way to the end zone. That's a lineman's dream right there, is as the quarterback went to hand off.
Nice.
Gotia took the handoff.
He said, "I'll take that."
I'll take it, and he runs all the way for 6. And so a huge play for Jorge as he puts 6 points on the board on the defensive side, and Eunice is up now 19-6.
Them defensive linemen don't get very many opportunities to make a touchdown.
Well, when you get one like that, it's like Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas in the middle of the 100-degree weather. Yeah. And what a play there by that young man. That's big 60. My tongue don't roll very good on my Gotias. But that's big Jorge, number 60. And Eunice is going to go for 2 here. They've got an empty backfield. Melanson in the backfield throws it across the middle. And it's
there's
caught
a flag.
Back. And they're going to say it's good by Mata. There's a flag on the field. I think it's going to be offsides on them, on Ruidoso. And I think it is. And so the Cardinals, I believe, will have 2 on the board. And just waiting on the call from the officiating crew. Fireworks going off here in Eunice.
Smell like a little gunpowder in here.
Yes. Shout out to our Eunice Fire Department, EMS. So Ruidoso had 12 men on the field, and the Cardinals are still able to score.
Yeah.
It's now 21-6 as Mata made the 2-point by Mata. And then a defensive touchdown. Shout out to our sponsors, Charlie.
Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Ben and Nana Thompson, Thompson Family, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, NMR Pipeline LLC, Bettis Family, Stacy Pop, Devon Energy, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones, and they are hiring. Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers Family, Debbie's Country Kitchen, and Debbie said she is hiring as well. And then the city of Eunice, Mayor Billy Hobbs, who's over there on the announcing duties tonight.
Back up, already ready to kick off. This Eunice team plays quick. They don't take long. And the Cardinals are ready to kick off from our left to right. Here's the little pooch down through the middle. It's a low line drive. It skips off the hands of the Warriors, still bouncing. They pick it up inside the 20. Bobbing, weaving is Ruidoso, and they're going to push it ahead of the 30-yard line all the way out to about the 32. Shout out to Jackie Allen Miller, Clifford Miller, June and Howard Ziegler. They're watching from North Dakota, so we appreciate you. Appreciate you listening. Appreciate you watching. It's a good day to be a Eunice Cardinal here. 21-6 is the score, and Ruidoso will take over 1st and 10. They've got it about the 32.5. So as Ruidoso gets ready for the play here, they kind of run that little half huddle, basically just with the linemen. The receivers stay set up. They've got twins out here to the left, one wide to the right. Ball is on the ground again, picked up by a lineman, and he gets drugged down in the backfield. There's flags everywhere. I'm assuming it's going to be some sort of motion or formation on Ruidoso because they're scooting back. See what the call is from the official. He's struggling with his mic.
Illegal snap on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Illegal snap on the offense. What I was saying earlier was a shout out to our EMS people. My mom was involved in a traffic wreck. I was a little late getting up here as she was involved in a wreck today, and so shout out to my mom, Diane. She's at home. She's doing good. She feels okay. She's a little bruised up, but she had a little wreck today, and the Eunice EMS, the Eunice Police Department went down and helped her, and we appreciate you guys.
Yes,
it's
100%.
public safety night here tonight, so thank you to those guys for all they do. Ruidoso going to run it right up the middle. Come flying in to make the tackle was Woods, trying to see what the number is on that runner.
14.
Looks like 14.
Yeah.
At 14, that's True Camejo, Trucomejo, True Camejo. He was true to himself on that run as he picks up about 2, and that ball spotted at the 35-yard line.
Well, he picked up about 7 because remember they were back.
Yes, they were back. There, you're right.
So, yeah, it was a good little run.
So ball spotted right at the 35. They stepped up under center for just a second, did
Don't
Shelton.
jump, boys. They're going to try
Now
to
he
pull you.
backs up. They're trying to get set. They do. Now they're going to hand it right up the middle to True, and he's going to plow ahead and
He's
get
got a little
about,
momentum going there.
5-6 yards. And he's all the way out to the 40-yard line. Cardinals going to have to figure out a way to shut the run game down up the middle. 33 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Eunice up 21-6.
We might get this play off.
Ruidoso hustling to the line of scrimmage. 2 out here to the left, 1 over to the right. Quarterback in that pistol back formation. 18 seconds remaining. It's ticking. Down inside 15, 14, 13. Sheldon in the backfield takes the snap in the shotgun. There's some confusion in the backfield. Quarterback scrambling now. Here comes the Cardinals. They're coming after him, and they're going to drag him down.
He probably should have just threw that ball out of bounds.
Yeah,
and not get hit.
If he throws it then, it's probably a illegal man downfield because it was a run play.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the first quarter, your score, Eunice 21, Ruidoso 6. Shout out to some sponsors.
And big shout out to these sponsors that make this all possible. City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen. They're hiring over there. You're looking for something to do in your spare time. And if you'll please go before Jimmy gets there, we don't need him in there in his Daisy Dukes, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica. And they're hiring as well.
I can't hear what Billy Hobbs is asking me for a roster.
Then Lavelle Insurance, already went there.
They only have a partial one that they gave me.
Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, Guns Up Services, Ben and Nina, Thompson Family, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Meat Pizza, Johnny Robertson.
All right, we had
Thanks to those,
Mayor Billy Hobbs from the city of Eunice.
He didn't get in here earlier to get his.
He's Mayor Hobbs. He's from Eunice. He usually comes over and gets a roster. I usually make rosters for most
usually
of the people
before the
around.
game.
And today he waited till the second quarter to come over, but he's got his roster now and he's ready to go. The Cardinals are ready to go as well. The defense is out there on the field. It's 4th down, and we'll call it 7. And
Looks like they may be getting set up for a punt here.
In the punt formation. They take the snap. It's a low line drive kick. Eunice just going to let it bounce. They're going to get away from it. And Ruidoso tried to knock
They're trying to block him into it, right?
Yeah. That's good thinking on the Ruidoso part. So
if you're going to stay away, you got to stay away.
Got to get way away. Yeah, so ball skips all the way down inside the 30. They're going to spot it about the 29. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
As we start into the second quarter.
That's right. This quarter will be brought to you by Parker Energy Services. Brett and Penny Parker do so much for our community. We appreciate them. What? All right, my apologies. We missed that play, and it's a good one. And man,
all right.
Well,
talk about your first game jitter. I'm still.
Charlie's telling me that there's sponsors that aren't on the list that are on the list, and I missed the play. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. 11:42, and the Cardinals throw about a 50-yard pass in the air.
Best play of the game, and we're over here talking about something.
Yeah. And it looks like they're going to call it back anyway.
Okay,
so
well.
I don't even know. Melanson threw a monster
That was
of a
nice pass.
And I didn't see who it was to because I was trying to look at the sponsor list.
So I want to apologize to half of the sponsors because I've been missing half of y'all. Parker Energy.
It's all right there in that
dark
black
I'll tell you
list.
what. This is talking about your first game hiccups. I'm having them.
All right, looks like Tatum and Escalante at the half, 28-14, Tatum in the lead.
Okay.
At the end of the first quarter, Dexter 30, Jowl 0. So
wow.
the Panthers getting taken to the woodshed here in the first quarter.
So what happened now?
So now they're giving it back, it looks like. So I'm not sure what was going on. They had a long pass play, a huge pass play.
Yeah.
On the defense, there'll be 15-yard penalty assessed. At the end of the run,
wow. Okay, so.
Wow, I'm not sure what happened. They called a personal foul on the defense. They marked the play to begin with, then they brought it back, then they had a huddle, Then they moved it all the way back and then tacked on 15 yards on the penalty at the end. So with 11:42 to go in the game, a 21-6 score, and Eunice, after all that, we're not sure what happened, but now they're still marching.
That's going to be inside the 15 now.
It's way down there.
Almost to the 10, about the 11-yard. Well, right at the 10.
Yeah, they're right at the 10, so
nice.
Not sure what happened there.
Well, we'll take it.
Me and Charlie during that play were.
Well, I apologize.
We're
That was
looking
my
at
fault.
at our sponsor list. Charlie was telling me those people aren't on the sponsors, and I'm like, yeah, they're right here. And so we were looking at the list, and then they threw the play, and anyway, so here we go. And the Ruidoso coaches are over in the ear of the officials, and now the officials are headed out to the middle for another discussion.
The Ruidoso coach is not happy.
Yeah, and they're running the play.
So let's run a play.
And now the officials are blowing the whistles again. Oh, and there went one of our guys just hit a guy in the back way late. I think that was Calvillo.
Well, there wasn't a play, so that couldn't be a penalty,
Maybe
right?
it's not Calvillo. Who is that? I can't.
So if they blew the play dead, is it still a penalty?
Yeah, if personal foul can be.
Okay. Well, he's holding the flag. That's probably a penalty too. I don't know.
Yeah, so not sure. We've had kind of a little bit of a mess. I don't know. This will be interesting because there was they blew the play
I think
dead.
it's because the coach was on the field and trying to talk to the official.
And it is. That is why they blew the play dead.
And then we had a hit in the back after the whistle.
Yes.
Dead ball, personal foul on the offense, unnecessary roughness.
So that'll be 15
Oh, it
yards
is 15.
back.
Wow.
And so it's going to be 1st and 25 for the Cardinals. 11:39 here to go in the first half. And that'll scoot them all the way back. Let's see where we end up here. Somewhere around the 29-yard line. 29-yard line. So 1st and 25 for the Cardinals. Melanson in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Him and Woods in the background. He's rolling right, looking down the field, throws it over toward the sideline, and a great catch over there, tiptoeing the sidelines. I think that's Luis Gomez. I believe it is. And Calvillo is mad as a hornet, and now he's walking off the field with his helmet off. He's saying the other team pulled his helmet off his head. And so Eunice, we've got a timeout on the field. Eunice is going to take a timeout here to get Calvillo back on the field. The coaching staff trying to get him to calm down. He's mad as a hornet. Calvillo's a heck of a player. He's a great kid, great young man. But he's definitely fiery, got a passion.
Got a little fire in him, got a little fire.
That's right. So it is what it is.
Well, I just got a message from the principal. The girls just beat Mescalero 4-1.
Awesome. Congratulations.
So, good job, ladies.
To our Eunice Cardinal volleyball team and our new coaching staff.
Very good.
A shout out to those sponsors: Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, the Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, and Bigot and Me's Pizza.
No wonder I was getting through all those sponsors so fast.
Now, here we go. Second down for the Cardinals. They're back up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second. We'll call it 14. Ball spotted about the 18. Taking the snap is Melanson. He's in the shotgun. Now he's rolling out of the pocket to his left side. He's going to turn the corner, heads over toward the 10, the 5. He punches ahead. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 5. Lowering his head and lowering the boom over there was number 23. That's
real close to a first.
That is Mason Zubel, I believe, Zabel. And so Melanson's all the way down. It's going to be, he's going to be right at the first down marker. They're going to say it's third down and about a foot. So 3rd and a foot, 10:40 to go here in the first half. 21-6 is the score. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. Man in motion. Going to pump and go back the other way. It's Mata. They've got him. They throw it into the corner. It goes off the hands. I think that was Gomez, and that's going to be a 4th down. Gomez, I think, thought he was going to throw it out to Mata. Mata was open, running that little drag pattern into the corner. And, of course, right across the middle, Gomez was open too.
Yeah.
And they fired it into traffic to him, and it went through traffic, hit him in the hands. I don't think he expected it to get there. 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Woods. Woods is bobbing. He's weaving. He ducks his shoulder, gets drugged down about the 1 foot line, but he's going to have a first down.
First down. That's all he needed.
Peterson on the stop.
So that'll make it 1st and goal for Eunice from about the 1, maybe a little inside the 1, I think. Kind of hard to tell from our angle. Cardinals got the ball on the left hash. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, and Ruidoso wants to talk about it.
Take another little
I
timeout.
think they're going to take a timeout, and they are. Shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsors. We'll start off here with Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny Parker, BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler, Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew. Eunice Health Clinic, Brian, Elmer Romero, Aaron Pascal, and the gang, Eunice Public Schools. Well, I think we've had a change there. I'll just leave the names off for now. We got our new superintendent.
Yep.
City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage. They are hiring, folks. Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Service, and Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Meat Pizza.
Eunice already back to the line of scrimmage, 10:23 to go. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. They're going to jump up under center. They snap it right up the middle, and Melanson pushes
He's in
in for the touchdown. So Melanson with the 1-yard TD.
Made it look easy, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Johnson on the carry for a touchdown. Makes the score. Cardinals 27, Ruidoso 6.
Shout out to our other group over, TJ and Don, over in Hobbs today, or Lovington, wherever they're
Lovington.
at today. Hobbs and Lovington playing at the end of the first. Lovington 17, Hobbs 0. Lovington 17, Hobbs 0. So the Cardinals getting ready for the point after touchdown. High Castro to hold. Woods to kick. 27-6 is the score. Ball is up, and it is good, and so that one is in there. So 28-6 is the score.
Shout out to
Fireworks.
these sponsors. Got fireworks popping and booming thanks to the Eunice Fire Department. Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Meat Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, they're hiring. Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, and she's hiring. City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. Thanks to all those sponsors that make this free broadcast possible.
Yeah, and a shout out once again to our first responders. It's first responder night here in Eunice, opening night. They recognized a bunch of our fire, EMS, police, whatnot out on the track at the beginning of this game. So shout out to them. We appreciate you. Appreciate all that you do. Not an easy job by any means.
But they definitely get it done right. I've
right.
seen it firsthand, and you have too.
Yes, sir, for sure. So Resendo watching. We appreciate you, Resendo. And so here go the Cardinals. This time they're going to set it up in the middle of the field. I'm assuming they'll boom this one deep. That's usually what happens here. They do.
Yep.
They boom it. And it is
It'll
into
be a
the end
touchback.
zone for the touchback. So Woods kicks it into the end zone. And so it'll be a touchback, and it'll be Ruidoso ball, 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Reminder at halftime, we will have our Eunice Sports, our Eunice Spotlight recognition. That'll be happening at the half. So we will get on some of that. We had some problems with the cable that loads our commercials onto the box, and this is not the same box we had last year. It's a different
Right.
box, and so this box has a bunch of Lovington commercials in it. So I was trying to load commercials, and it wouldn't load, so we've loaded them into my phone, and it's a little bit different situation. So Ruidoso with the ball, and dropping way back is Sheldon, and the Cardinals are going to drop him for like a 15, maybe 20-yard loss. Oh, they're going to give him a bunch of forward momentum, so that'll be good. They're going to put him at the 10. That was Meek with that sack, according to Mayor Hobbs, Grayson Meek.
2nd and 20.
So, yeah, we'll make it 2nd and 20 from right about the 10-yard line. 9:45 to go here in the first half, 28-6. Reminder, our Eunice Cardinal girls, the Lady Cards, won
their first game against Mescalero. Yep.
That makes them 2-0. That's 2.
Oh, okay. From Monday.
Big run there from Ruidoso all the way up to about the 20, and we've got a Ruidoso player down over there, and the players are waving for the coaching staff. And so definitely never want to see anybody injured, especially here, one of these kids, opening day. It's always so scary. Take that from a dad who watched a kid not get to play all of her senior year last year. Yep. And shout out to Chloe. I know she was going to be watching and listening. Shout out to Jada and Bryce, Jace and Isla as well.
Shout out to my mom. She's out there. Ginger Bissy. She's out there sitting in her easy chair watching the big screen.
Watching the game. Yeah, absolutely. Well, shout out to all of them. We appreciate it. Chloe's running track over at New Mexico Junior College.
How's that knee?
Still not released. They originally told her from the time of surgery that it would probably be a year before she would get released. And so right now we're – a year would put her somewhere in the December range.
Right.
She's ahead of schedule. She's running in a straight line at probably 3/4 speed. And so still got some recovery to do, but she's just hoping that maybe she can make it back in time to participate in some indoor track. In college they have that indoor track season that starts around October. And so she's hoping maybe she'll
be ready by then.
Yeah. So the NMJC men's and women's cross country teams won their first meets today.
Okay.
And did amazing. And the NMJC volleyball team is off to a great start. I believe they're 2-0 right now, like the Eunice Cardinal volleyball team. So.
They hadn't had a volleyball team for very many years,
Not very many, but, man, they've been doing really good. That JC's got some great athletics over there. So Ruidoso with the ball, and they try to throw it out here to the wing. They were trying to set up that little bubble screen or whatever they call it out here on the wing, and the ball just sailed on the quarterback out of play. So
that brings up 4th down and about 9 for Ruidoso.
Ruidoso's punt team going to head out onto the field.
Got to get rid of it.
Shout out to all those people up in Ruidoso. I know they've got their own radio crew over there broadcasting, but any of them that's up there listening, man, that group has just had a rough probably 3-4 months. It just seems like they can't win every time they start making progress, a flood, a fire, something. And so shout out to those folks. Shout out to these boys out here for sticking through it. Here's the punt. It's a high one.
Straight up in the air.
Hits the ground, bounces back over toward the Cardinals, and those always get a little scary. But
you got to get away from those.
Ruidoso's going to down at about the 38-yard line, so Eunice will take over 1st and 10. They're going to give them a yard or so about the 39. 9:14 to go here in the second quarter. It's 28-6.
Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So Eunice heads back to the line of scrimmage. Melanson in the backfield.
They
Woods
don't mess
to his
around.
left. Trips to the right. One out here to the left. They fake the handoff. Melanson going to duck and run right up the middle. He's got a little running room. He breaks it out to the left side, and they drag him down inside the 30, about the 29-yard line.
Probably enough for a first
down.
down.
Right at the first down marker, and it looks like they're moving the chain. So there they go. So first down on the 10-yard run by Melanson. He just took the snap, faked the handoff, and then ducked behind old Calvillo.
I don't like them quarterback keepers. We need to keep our quarterback.
Yes.
And good health.
Melanson back there again. Hands this one. No, he faked the handoff, then swung it out to the side.
Oh.
And Hyan Castro
Nothing
went
doing there.
way up to make a catch That ball kind of sailed a little on Melanson, so Hyan had to jump into the air, and by the time he got his feet down, the defense was on him. It's going to be a loss of about 1.
Yeah.
So second and 11. And they're spotting it about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think the ball just a little high. He'd have been able to take off a little bit lower.
Trips out here to the left, 1 wide to the right. Melanson takes the snap, looks down the field, throws it into the middle to Gomez. Gomez still on his feet. He's down to about the 6-yard line on a beautiful pass from Melanson to Luis Gomez. And so a great play there.
There's a makeup pass from the last one.
Yep.
Here, let me put one right in your hands.
8 minutes to go here in the first half, 28-6, and the Cardinals stroll down
First and goal for the Cardinals.
to about the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. First and goal. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. Man in motion. Takes the snap, rolls to his left, got a man open. He's going to tuck it, flips it over out of bounds. Oh, and there was a late flag that come in way at the end.
Holding on the offense.
And they're going to call holding on the Cardinals, so that'll be they call it on number 7-4, big 7-4. Trying to see if I can see who that is. Moses Rodriguez is who they've called that on. So that'll scoot the Cardinals back. Replay the down, so that'll make it, is it second or first? I can't see it.
It'll be first down and 20.
One of these days I'll get some glasses that work.
Well, actually, first down and about maybe 16.
So we'll call it first, and it's about
16.
First and goal from the 16. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Woods and Melanson in the backfield. In motion is Hyan Castro. Taking the snap is Melanson. He's going to hand it to Woods. Woods bobs, weaves, runs up into the middle, and then gets driven to the ground inside the 15. So he's going to pick up a handful anyway. So that's going to make it second down. Looks like they've spotted him about the 14, maybe.
Yeah.
So second and goal from the 14. Clock still running, 7:15 on it. 28-6 is the score. We're in the second quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Melanson takes it, looking to his right, flips it out into the corner. It's a beautiful pass over the shoulder.
Right over top. Just a little high.
A little long. The receiver got a hand on it, couldn't pull it in.
Well, he had pretty good coverage on him, too. So if he's got it too much lower, he might have had an interception.
Yep. So that's going to make it third and goal from inside the 15.
And I'd say right here where they're at, this is 2 down territory. I mean, they're going to go, it's 4 down, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure I wouldn't run Woods with one of those little delay plays up the middle. There's nobody in the backfield, so my idea, I can assure you, Greg
Looks
Jackson,
like they're going to pass the ball.
Greg Jackson's a better football coach than I am. That was just my guess, but here we go. Empty backfield except for Melanson. He's in the backfield, throws it into the middle.
And there it is. Oh!
It was in and
I thought he had
hands. I think that was Mata, and I think he was just shocked at how open he was.
I think he caught it, and it just went in and out. Boom.
He's pointing at himself to Melanson, like saying, hey, man, apologies. And so in and out of the hands, that's going to make it fourth down. It's 28-6 here. Score update from Hobbs. Lovington 17, Hobbs 0. We're in the second. Tatum 34, Escalante 14 in the third. Jowl 0, Dexter 42 in the second.
And Eunice is going to take a timeout. I'll shout out to our sponsors. Is that all the scores you got?
Yep.
Okay, got the Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. And keep in mind that Redbird Garage and Debbie's Country Kitchen are both hiring if you guys and gals out there looking for something to do.
In this day and age, probably everybody on that list is hiring.
Yeah, could be.
Shout out to my main man, Sergio Contreras, the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest kicker in Eunice football history. Great athlete, Serge and Jesse. He's listening. We appreciate you, Serge. Come on over anytime. We'll throw a headset on you and give you the opportunity to do a little chit-chatting here. Melanson in the backfield, takes the snap. He's looking toward the end zone, throws it over into the corner.
Man. Oh, that might have been interference.
Oh, there's no flag. The entire Eunice sideline, the Eunice crowd, everybody was wanting to flag it. Looked like he
tackled him before the ball got there.
And everybody in the audience, all the coaches are out on the field with their hat off, looking at the officials
what happened?
You know, I will tell you that sometimes when you're up 28-6, you might not get some of those calls. Greg Jackson's still over there debating with one of the officials, but it's a turnover on downs. It's going to be Ruidoso ball inside the 10. No, I'm sorry, inside the 15. So they're at the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Ruidoso.
Yeah, well, like you said, if the score was the other way around, maybe we get the call. I don't know.
And so now there's a flag. I'm assuming that's probably going to be on Eunice. Oh, no.
What was that?
What's the signal?
Is that delay a game? Or?
Maybe. I think that's I'm having chest pains. And it's in my right arm.
My heart hurts.
Yeah. And
my heart hurts because I missed the call.
What the little deal that we do when you do the pledge to the New Mexico flag?
Oh, yeah,
That's kind of looked like the signal that he did. Yeah. So here we go. Ruidoso takes the snap. It's 1st and 15. It's almost picked off. It was in and out of the hands of somebody. Dyson Lord, I think. No. Hector Sosa.
Yeah, it was in.
It hit him right in the hands. Look at him. He's still out there slapping himself
why didn't
on
I
the
catch
head.
that?
That was a pick six. That ball went right in his hands and then right out. Eunice got the Butterfingers today all across the board.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say anything because I missed half our sponsors for
the
first quarter.
The butter sponsor list there. So here goes Ruidoso with the snap. Sheldon throws it over here to the right side. Nice catch, nice throw, knocked out of bounds there. I believe that's number 8. And I tell you what, at half we're going to turn our light on because I can't see.
It's hard to see, hard to read.
Yeah, that's Jacob Roberson for Ruidoso with that catch. Nice throw by Sheldon, I believe.
So third down, about 3 yards to go.
6:36 on the clock. 28-6 is the score. Ruidoso with the ball. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Sheldon in the shotgun, got that little pistol back grip or pistol back over to his left. They throw it out to the left side, and that pass is going to be incomplete. That's going to make it 4th down and a long 4. Big play here for the Cardinals. Big play for both teams.
Yeah, I just wonder if they're going to bring that punt team out.
You know, right there, you would think that it might be a wise.
Yeah, get that ball down the field because if they turn it over, we're right there, you know.
Yeah, inside the 20, I would guess that's the punt team that's running out onto the field. Look like they're struggling with a couple of kids getting out there late.
I'll definitely be watching for the fake punt.
So, I don't think you're going to see that right here.
No, probably not. But
there's the snap. Punter going to take it, and he kicks it away. Low line driver. Eunice doesn't even have anybody back to receive it. And so it skips all the way inside Cardinal territory down to about the 43-yard line where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10.
Ball down at the 43-yard line where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10.
So 6:23 left in the first half. Cardinals lead 28-6.
Shout out to the Gladden family and Cold Brew. They provided gift cards last year for our Eunice Schools Employee Spotlight recipients. And so got to looking through those. We still had a few left from last year, so we're going to use those to start the season. So shout out to Cold Brew and the Gladdens. Throwing the ball down the field is Melanson. Oh, and the ball gets batted around. It was Hyan Castro and a Ruidoso defender. And the ball ends up finding the turf.
Just got to say, good defense.
The Cardinal faithful getting a little restless up here. I'm hearing some of them yell, run the ball. We've chunked it down the field a lot tonight. That is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
28-6 is the score. 6-16, but that's also why the Cardinals have a lot of
28-6 lead.
well, some of the top receivers and
Yeah.
passers in New Mexico high school football
Right.
history. Woods runs it around the right side,
Is it
trying
really?
to get free. He breaks it over to the right side, still on his feet. He's bobbing and weaving. He turned what could have been a 10-yard loss into about an 8-yard gain. Elgin Woods all the way up to midfield. They're going to spot him just shy of midfield. In fact, they're going to push it all the way back to about the 49. Yeah, wow, they pushed him back a couple of yards.
So about third and about maybe 5.
5:45 to go. Woods with a big run there. You hear some people in the crowd yelling, there you go, run it again. Woods sitting beside Melanson. They give the snap. They give it to Woods. Woods bobs. He weaves. He breaks it back over to the right side. He's got a little room. Turns around the corner. Drives through. Gets knocked out of bounds
Woods on the carry.
around the 40-yard line, all the way inside the 40. He's going to be about the 38, I believe.
I'll get him enough for a first
They
down.
spot him. Yeah, they spot him at the 30. Now they're going to spot him at the 39. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Cardinals have first and 10.
Crowd, I hear them. There's somebody right down in front of them still yelling, keep running it. And so Woods back sitting beside Melanson. 3 receivers wide to the left. They fake the handoff to Woods. Now Melanson breaks around the right side. He's got a little room. He's going to step out right at the first down marker. Where do they spot him?
Like he might have spotted it just inside, so
Maybe a
probably
foot
second
shy.
down and a
Depends
foot.
on where they lay the football down.
or maybe he's going to measure it.
See, yeah, they are going to measure, huh? No?
No,
they're going to
they
say
say
shy.
short.
So
Yeah.
he's less than a yard from the first down marker. Ball spotted right at the 30-yard line. 4:28 to go here in the first half. Eunice leads 28-6. Eunice with the ball. Melanson takes the snap, hands it right up the middle to Woods. He drives right through the middle. He's still on his feet, bobbing, weaving, rumbling, stumbling, and he's down around the 20-yard line. First down, Eunice. And Woods took a big hit there at the end and got rolled up on some big by some big boys.
First down, Cardinals at the 21-yard line.
4:08 remaining here in the first half. 28-6. Eunice driving. 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 21-yard line. Melanson looks over to Coach Jackson. Gets the call. Takes the snap. Looking pass this time. Looks to the left side. Throws it out there. Going up, battling for it, and the ball finds the turf. There was a kind of a push and shoving match between the receiver and the defender, and the flag came in late. So we'll see what they call. I'm guessing they're going to call it on the offensive player.
So offensive pass interference, maybe?
As the ball was kind of short. I think that's Lord out there. Let's see what they call here. Yep, they're going to call it on Eunice. So offensive pass interference on Eunice. The ball was kind of thrown short, and I don't think Lord had a lot of choice. The defender was between him and the ball.
15-yard
That's like fouling somebody going down for a layup. You just it's kind of a good foul.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do it, and he did it. So, so 3:45 to go here in the first half.
So 1st and 25.
Long ways. Ball spotted right at the 35-yard line. Need to get down to about the 10 for a first down, maybe the 11. Now there's a discussion going on back here. They're saying, is that not a spot foul, is what the Cardinals were trying to say. And so they
and that call is not going to go our way. It's not going to be a spot foul.
yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the debate was, but there was a debate about something, and the official saying, let's play. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Woods and Melanson in the backfield. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it to Woods right up the middle. He's got a big gap. He breaks it through the middle, spins down all the way inside the 20, and he picks up all that they lost and more.
Back inside the original line of scrimmage.
He got up hobbling a little bit.
Stay down for the Cardinals.
Said he got a little banged up last year. Had a great start to the season. By the end of the season was a little banged up.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him stay healthy this year for sure. That young man can flat out boogie. And so he's
boogie woogie.
Yeah. Second down, we'll call it 9. Ball spotted inside the 20. 3:13 to go. Melanson takes the snap from the shotgun, looking over to his right side. Now he's going to tuck it. Now he throws it over to the right wing. And kind of into that, and they're going to say it's a catch.
He caught it.
And so going down to make the catch is Luis Gomez, and he did a great job getting his hands under the ball. The Ruidoso coaches over there were waving incomplete, and the official spotted. So it's going to be a nice throw, nice catch. Under pressure was Melanson, and he delivers. Gomez goes down and gets one. 3rd down and 1. Melanson in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, throws it out here to Mata. Mata spins, drives around, jumps down inside the 10.
So good enough for a first down.
And that's going to be a first down.
Next on the reception.
And so,
The bell on the stop.
anyway, it's going to make it first down and goal right
First and
at
goal
the
for the
10-yard
Cardinals,
line.
10-yard line.
2:25 to go here in the first half. Eunice in the lead. Eunice with the ball, trips to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Melanson in the backfield all by himself. In the shotgun, looks around, calls the play. Takes the snap, throws it out to the right side. He's got, I believe that's Castro. Or no, that may have been Woods. I can't tell for sure. No, that's Castro.
Yep.
Castro gets driven down for a loss of
Lost
about
a couple,
1.
about a 1, maybe 1,
Down and
2.
goal for the Cardinals.
So 2nd down now, we'll call it 11.
About 11.
Clock down inside 140. 28-6 is your score. Eunice hustling back out on there to the field as they kind of slid over here to get the play call from the coach. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. Melanson in the backfield all by himself.
And boom. Knocked our center over.
And so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
That's one way to get 5 yards.
Yeah. Encroachment on the defense. And so 5 yards, 5 free ones there.
He just rolled right on down.
Yeah. Calvillo, the center, he's a big old boy.
Is that what you call a flop, like basketball?
Probably. Kind of look like LeBron James.
Because I know you ain't going to knock him over that easy.
So 2nd down, we'll call it 7. Melanson throws it into the corner, tries to throw it up, and there's a jump ball for it. And they're gonna. They took it away to the Ruidoso over in the corner.
Wow.
And that ball's intercepted. So INT. That's the 2nd turnover for the Cardinals. That one in the end zone.
I'll get it at the 20.
Yeah. So an interception and a fumble so far for the Cardinals. Still 28-6 is the score. 1:15 to go in the first half, and it's going to be a Ruidoso ball after the interception.
Well, just get out here and play some defense, and let's go in at the half with a pretty good-sized lead. That's what it looks like here.
So the Cardinals defense out there on the field. Ruidoso in a little huddle over there with their coaches.
You don't have a timeout, do you?
At the 20-yard line.
I don't think there was a timeout call. They've got a. I wonder if maybe because it's so hot, they're giving them a little extra water break because the coaches or the officials are standing out on the field, and so are the Eunice Cardinals. But anyway, so here they go. They're out there. 1:15
Think
to
there'll be a
go.
little delay of game going on or something.
We'll see if the I was going to say we'll see if the Whitehead starts doing his little countdown, but he hadn't. So Ruidoso with the ball. Ball spotted about the 20. Running over here, throwing it across the middle. It's tipped into the air. Almost picked off by 2 Cardinals. Gomez was flying through for the pick from the safety position and coming through. I believe that was Lord.
Yep, Dyson Lord.
He batted it away.
Might have got one hand on it.
Yep, he definitely did. So that makes it 2nd and 10. So Eunice defense back up there. Sheldon, the quarterback for Ruidoso. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol back formation for Ruidoso. They run the little option play. Eunice got a host of Cardinals. Almost had him in the backfield, but he cuts it back the other way, and he's going to have a big gain. Ends up knocked out of bounds after a pickup of 12, 13. We'll see where they spot it over there on that far side.
1st and 10 there.
They were running that little quarterback option from the shotgun to that pistol back over to the right side. The Eunice defense all beat him basically to the spot.
Yep, and then he broke all their ankles and took off.
Spun around, went the other way,
pretty
and
quick.
all the Eunice defense was headed to this side of the field, and it was open grass. So with under a minute to go, it's 28-6 Ruidoso, 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 34. They hand it back on that little cutback trap, cutting back through the middle. I believe that's number 10 that's Fickney, I think.
Clock is running. 47 seconds to go.
So they pick up about, we'll call it 5, maybe 4.5 there. 2nd down. Ball spotted about the 37. Ruidoso hustles to the line of scrimmage, trips to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol back, rolling to the right. It's Ruidoso, ball's caught and then hit immediately by Hyan Castro. And that was
I think
number
he might
23.
have even lost a couple of yards there.
Yes, he did.
Zabel on the reception. And on the stop.
23 is Zabel.
And they called a timeout to stop the clock with 24 seconds.
5-yard line.
24 seconds to go in the first half. Eunice up 28-6.
Shout out to our sponsors during this quick timeout. Parker Energy Service, BT8 Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, and Outlaw Grill, Bigger Me Pizza. And again, remember that Devon Energy, Redbird Garage and Debbie's Country Kitchen that we know of is hiring. The rest of them may be too. I don't know.
And so I type all these things up in advance, and a lot of this, like sponsors, if there are normal sponsors, I cut and paste a lot of that stuff. And anyway, so that's some of that. I think some of it's probably got some old information, but the sponsor list is correct. 24 seconds to go here in the first half. Ruidoso with the ball in a little different look here. They've got 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 out wide to the left.
I'll be looking for a long pass. So all we got to do is get to that quarterback.
So we'll see what happens. Changing the play. Now they're going to move 1 out here to the right. So now they got trips to the right. They're going to run a little cutback. Going to get knocked down in the backfield, losing yardage. And now Eunice is going to take a timeout.
Okay.
So with 18 seconds to go, it's 4th down.
Eunice said, okay,
And
we'll
about
take it. Maybe we'll get another point on the board here.
Eunice going to see if maybe they can get another shot here. 4th down, we'll call it 7.
Okay. Again, I'm going to shout out to these sponsors anyway because I missed a few for the first quarter. Getting our first game jitters out of the way. Parker Energy Service, BT8 Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, and Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza. So, thanks to all those sponsors that make all this free broadcasting possible.
Absolutely. You
guys can sit in your living room and watch it on the big screen.
You know, we just sometimes don't realize how good we've got it down here where you get to watch all your kids' games for the most part for free. Now, there are some issues like today with volleyball and this going on at the same time. There are sometimes some problems. Tournaments are sometimes tough. But Ruidoso going to punt it. They Eunice blocks it. Picking it up are the Cardinals trying to get through.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and the Cardinals couldn't find it for a minute. And now down about the 11-yard line, and now flags fly everywhere at the end of the play. There's going to be some unsportsmanlike conduct. So we'll see what happens at the end.
We've got 7 seconds left for whatever's going to happen.
Man, the ball was on the ground. There was a big pile of people. The ball squirted out.
And Eunice had it.
The Eunice player was out there. He was looking at the pile. The ball was laying on the turf behind him. His whole team on the sidelines is jumping around doing jumping jacks, trying to scream at him and tell him the ball's behind him, but not finding it in time. And so there's some hoopers next door over there. We got some hoopers with big money. They're getting ready to do the 50-50.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alina Rodriguez. She's next door. One of the greatest hoopers in Eunice girls basketball history. Miss Johansson over there with them, trying to see who else was over there. That looks like Jazzy Klaus, maybe. So Eunice knocking at the door here. 7 seconds to go in the first half. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. Still some discussion.
So how did we get the ball? I thought they got the ball.
That was a punt. They were punting.
Oh,
We
okay.
blocked their
Yeah.
punt,
Yeah.
so it's our ball.
Okay.
So Eunice,
So we never had possession then.
it wouldn't matter though. Eunice with the ball, they pick it up, throw it into the end zone, and it is caught by Hyan Castro. So Eunice with a 7-yard touchdown pass.
34, Ruidoso 6.
With 7 seconds left, now we got two seconds.
Yeah, and that was Hyan Castro's second touchdown of the ball game. A 7-yard touchdown pass from Melanson to Castro. And so now back to kick. The extra point is Woods. Castro will be kneeling down to hold. Here comes the snap. The ball's down. It's up. And it is good.
Yep.
And the Cardinals 35, Ruidoso 6 with 2 seconds to go here in the first half. Your Eunice Cardinals in the lead. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, they're hiring, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, she's hiring, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Services and Rental, and last but certainly not least, Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny Parker.
Shout out to my main man, Mike Fish, up in the mountains of Capitan Ruidoso.
I bet it's cool up there.
Yep, for sure. Don't forget, at halftime, we'll have our special Cardinal Spotlight. One thing we're going to have to do is turn a light on for it. Because
Yeah, so you can read your paper.
Yeah, I won't be able to read my notes here for sure. Yeah. So the Cardinals with a 35-6 lead here in the first half, facing 3A Ruidoso.
2.5 seconds to go in the halftime.
Cardinals going to do the little pooch, it looks like. Yep, they just bump it down through the middle. Ruidoso going to pick it up. Here come the Cardinals. They've got a big gap through the middle, trying to make a run for it. And Woods with the touchdown-saving tackle. And at the end of the first half, the score, Eunice 35, Ruidoso 6. Shout out to our sponsors real quick, Charlie, while I turn this light on.
So Parker Energy Services, Brett Penny, BT8 Services and Rental, Chad Howler. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogemeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew. Eunice Health Clinic, Brian, Elmer Romero, Aaron passed on the game. Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Mayor Hobbs. Debbie's Country Kitchen, Debbie and her staff, and they're hiring over there. Cardinal Hardware. Davis and Myers family. Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones, and they said they were hiring too. Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Bettis family, Stacy Pop, Redbird Gas, Mr. Bart Parker, Guns Up Services, Ben and Nina Thompson, Thompson family, and Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Mr. Johnny Robertson. Thank you to all of our sponsors make all this possible.
Hey, last season we started a new segment on the broadcast. We call it the Cold Brew Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight. We try to recognize those amazing Eunice School employees who truly make Eunice Schools an amazing place. We have recognized people such as Miss Kayla Johansson, Miss Cynthia Sims, Mr. Rodney Lord, Marisol Duran, Ashley Nelson, Nellie Franco, Kendall Boyd, Jesse Pilcher, and others. These fine people are the reason Eunice has great schools. They are the heartbeat of this school, and this school is the heartbeat of the community. To start this season off, I wanted to give a special recognition, kind of a special day here. The Eunice schools have seen a changing of the guard in the administrative leadership. I wanted to recognize some very special people. First, this is an important one. 36 years ago, a thin young man from Jal strolled into the Eunice Public Schools. He was a Panther. Most days he was wearing a tight pair of shorts, very tight and very short. In my Nacho Libre voice, I would call them stretchy pants. And he typically wore an extra small t-shirt with some long socks. He had a fire and a passion for sports. He had great legs and an even better mustache. He coached just about everything possible and quickly rose up the ranks of the Eunice Public Schools, eventually becoming the superintendent. As superintendent, he was in charge of the Eunice schools during numerous state championships in football, baseball, girls track, and some near misses in girls basketball and softball. He also led the Eunice schools during some of the greatest building projects in Eunice schools history, projects such as the Eunice softball field, the Eunice baseball field upgrades, this amazing football stadium and track that we're standing at today, and the new Joe Langston Arena, aka Taj Mahal project, which is working in progress as we speak. I've always heard that the true measurement of success when determining if a leader was successful is if they left the organization better than it was when they started. Our schools will miss this young man, once a Panther, but now truly a Eunice Cardinal. We want to recognize Mr. Dwayne Haynes for 36 years of service for the Eunice schools. Our schools are better because of Mr. Haynes. Positives. Our schools are better because of Mr. Haynes. Mr. Dwayne Haynes, we recognize you tonight for your selfless service as the Eunice for the Eunice schools by presenting you with a gift card to Cold Brew. Thank you, Cold Brew. Thank you, Mr. Haynes, for your service. And I've shut you off, Charlie, because I was banging and going again. Next, we want to spotlight and recognize the new addition to the Eunice community, the Hatch family. Bruce Hatch is our new superintendent, and he brings with him his family and a wealth of great experience. Miss Hatch is a third-grade teacher at Meddy Jordan Elementary. She taught middle school for many years before the transition here, coming to Eunice, and now is at the elementary. Mr. and Miss Hatch have two lovely daughters. One is a freshman on the Eunice volleyball team, and the other in the 5th grade at Meddy Jordan Elementary. Mr. Hatch is a graduate of Bloomfield High School, where he was a sports standout. Multiple sports standout and great student athlete. He played college football at Eastern New Mexico University from 1995 to 1995. I can't even talk. From 95 to 99. After college, he returned to the Four Corners area where he was a teacher and coach for multiple years. He coached multiple sports, including football, track, and wrestling. A sport near and dear to my heart. He climbed his way to the top of athletics as the athletic director before serving as principal, and now he transitions and he comes to us as the newest superintendent of the Eunice Public Schools, Mr. and Mrs. Bruce Hatch and family. We welcome you to our community and look forward to working with you for years to come. Cold Brew welcomes and thanks the Hatch family. Tonight's Eunice Public School Spotlight is brought to you by Jimmy and Erica Jones and Cold Brew and the Fairbrush family. Congratulations. We appreciate you. We'll get you guys some gift cards soon. Today's Eunice Spotlight employees, Mr. Haynes and the Hatch family. Thank you guys for all that you do.
Yes, thank you very much. And to Mr. Haynes, man, what a career. And to our new guy, Mr. Hatch, is that right?
Mr. Hatch.
Had to get used to it. But as an old sailor would say, welcome aboard.
Yep. Shout out to Hayden Dean for listening back home. Also to, got some different folks. Matt Coy, appreciate you, Matt. And I agree wholeheartedly. We'll make us a little fake sign to put up and take a picture. So shout out to Casey Dean. We appreciate Casey out there listening. And once again.
And you had to turn my mic off because I won the football tonight. First time in probably 5 or 6 years. Look at that. Don't drop it out the window.
So Charlie won the football today, and so right as we were getting started, somebody was knocking at the door again, so Charlie just slung his headset off. It was banging. It sounded like an earthquake on the broadcast, and he ran to the door with an open mic.
And they handed me my football.
So now he's got a football.
Hey, that means it's going to be a good season right here.
That's right. So congratulations, Charlie.
All right.
We always do the tickets and the 50-50 and
Yep.
the football and all that.
Yeah, and
so,
they got a little deal going there where you're trying to fill a boot
Yep.
for the Ruidoso area folks.
and my understanding is they're going to send a lot of this money to Ruidoso, and I think they've even got something else special in store for part of that money. I won't say what it is because I
Sure.
don't know if they've made that public or not, so I'll just sit back and be quiet. But it's a special deal.
But it's a good cause either
yeah.
way.
Feel free if you're out and about, you want to donate to that group, reach out to somebody with the schools because they're spearheading this deal.
Or just run by here. It's halftime. You don't have to pay to get in no more. Run in here and throw some money in the boot. That's all you got to do.
There you go. So we got about 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go here at halftime. We're going to send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Nomark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Eunice Public Schools remind all parents you're the most important person in your child's life. Please advise and encourage them to make responsible choices while supporting their efforts in education. Help teach them ways to combat the tough challenges they face constantly. Eunice Public Schools believe students come first, relationships matter, and academic excellence transforms lives. The students demonstrate integrity, tenacity, and grit while developing kindness and compassion. Eunice Public Schools and Superintendent Bruce Hatch, their educators helping students build a solid, lifetime-lasting foundation.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 9 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2403 Avenue O in Eunice, they are your trusted vacuum truck provider. For vacuum truck services, call 394-1046. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
Color show with a numbers in.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Here live from Eunice Cardinal Stadium. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner tonight, Charlie Fairbrush.
And man, it's kind of exciting night. Eunice is playing some good football. We're ahead at half by 35-6. I won a football at halftime. Can't get much better.
I'm telling you, the Cardinal volleyball team was successful.
Volleyball team won. And I'm assuming they'll play again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what time.
Yeah, they'll definitely play again tomorrow. I
See if
haven't
I can-
heard for sure on the exactly what time. Shout out to Leanne Reeves. Man, Leanne Reeves is like, she's like one of those people that she's just always there when you need her. And
Oh, yeah.
today, my mom, like I said, was involved in an accident. Her airbags went off. She was kind of stuck in her car. And my phone rings. I just got home, was trying to get ready to come up here. And it's my mom, and she
Man.
says simply, she says, Jimmy, and I said, yeah, I was in a wreck.
Oh, man.
And I said, are you okay? Well, I think so. And I said, where are you at?
That's
She
not a good way to
said,
start a
"Up here on
conversation.
Main Street by Valero." And I said,
Oh,
I'll be
man.
right there. So I go running that way, and when I get there, Leanne Reeves is sitting there taking care of my
Yep,
mom. When my
good.
mom, she had climbed in the back seat of the car, and you know, all my mom's airbags went off. She's all banged up and bruised up, but she's
Just
doing
getting hit with
good.
those airbags will hurt. I
Yeah,
promise you.
yeah.
Those things will hurt when they hit you.
And shoot, when you get as old as me, those airbags
Yeah.
hurt. So, and she's my mama, so she's
Exactly.
a little bit older
just a
than
little
me.
bit.
And so, shout out to her. Shout out to Leanne Reeves. We appreciate you listening for sure.
Yes, appreciate it. You know, and Eunice is full of good people like that.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
yeah, Leanne's great, but Eunice is full of people that'll jump in and help on anything you need. I mean, that's just the way it is.
And there is no doubt about it. A great community, great people. We appreciate all of you. Once again, I mentioned our first responders, tonight's first responder night. We recognize those fire, EMS, police, dispatchers, anyone that puts their life on the line
Yep.
or does a service for the community. We appreciate you all. And so thank you all for what you do. And so the two teams are back out on the field. The music's playing. The fireworks have been going
Oh,
off.
it's like a concert in here. There we go.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I've got any updates on any of the those other games.
I'll
as
send a
far as
message to see if I can figure out what time the girls play tomorrow.
Gotcha.
We get there, we'll all we'll bring it up.
I was trying to look right here. It looks like Eunice will play tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. in the high school gym, and they'll play the winner of Tularosa and Loving, whoever won
Okay.
that game. So, anyway, the two teams are back out on the floor or the field.
Eunice fans are saying hit someone, and life's good here in Eunice.
We're getting rowdy out
Getting
here
rowdy.
in Cardinal Country. And so, once again, shout out to our people
And
up
I-
in Ruidoso.
I think the crowd got a little thicker after that volleyball game was over.
Yeah, that is,
You know?
just some food for thought for our planners, our schedulers. Next year, put the girls playing the early game.
Yeah.
That way everybody can come over and we don't have both playing at the same time. But there's
Makes
the
it
kickoff
difficult.
from the Cardinals. It's going to go over the heads of
Yep.
Ruidoso and in to the there we go. There went the flag finally. There's a personal foul flag on Ruidoso.
Little hard late hit, maybe.
Yep. It was like way after the whistle
Yeah.
over here. There was still a bunch of pushing and shoving and throwing and pulling on jerseys.
Well, they were just doing what our fans told them to hit somebody. I
somebody.
guess they were the wrong team heard them.
Yeah. So the Whitehead gets the call from the sideline judge. He walks in and lets him know, and so let's see what we're going to call. We still haven't made the official call. Shout out to Darian, our middle one, Darian Ontiveros, down there on the sideline wearing number 32.
All right.
Personal foul.
Dead ball personal foul on
15-yard penalty.
Ruidoso.
Wow.
Yeah, Dottie's number 32. When he came home with 32 the other day, I told him, I said, man, that's O.J. Simpson. And he looked at me crazy. I said,
Yeah.
we're going to be calling you the Juice.
The Juice.
Or the Killer, one or the other. And so Dottie is now the Juice. You know, Dottie worked. He started working late last school year, and he worked all summer, and he enjoyed that money. And, so during the summer, when the kids started all their football stuff, he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to keep working. And Coach Jackson was good enough to let him decide he wanted to play late with some makeup work. And there's a great open field tackle in the backfield.
About 4 yards deep, 5 yards deep.
And trying to see who that was that made the tackle. I can't see the number. Can you, Charlie? It's that young man that's out on this side.
Rodriguez on the tackle.
They said Rodriguez. So 74 is Moses Rodriguez with a great open field tackle in the backfield and a huge loss.
That'll back them up even more.
They're all the way back now to about the 5-yard line. So it's second down and 25
23,
30.
24, 30.
There's the snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle. They've got some room. And then a flock of Cardinals come fluttering in and take them down. A lot of pushing and shoving. If I'm Coach Jackson, I think I'm going to go out there and visit with my kids.
And
say,
then knock somebody's helmet off again.
Yeah. And it, you know, no matter which side it is, you got to get your kids in line right here, because the last thing you want is somebody to miss the next football game or get hurt.
Yep.
You know, because they get tossed here. So there's a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, a lot of jawing after the plays.
So
and
third down.
Leanne Reeves tells me that Eunice will play Tularosa tomorrow.
Okay.
So Tularosa, Eunice, 10:30 tomorrow morning over at the old Joe Langston Gymnasium. The new one not finished yet. It's coming along, and it looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it was still loud enough. I kind of panned over earlier, but.
They throw a little swing pass over here to the right side, coming up and making a nice open field tackle. Some more shoving after the whistle, and there goes another flag.
I think we're going to get it because we hit
the
player hit us, and we hit him back, and we're going to get the flag. That's what always happens.
Yep, they pointed our way
They
this
get-
time.
they get
They're
the
both
second
pushing
guy.
and shoving. But So now the Eunice Cardinals out there arguing a little bit amongst themselves. I think some of the seniors and older ones are getting on to some of the others, saying, cut this nonsense out and get your head about you.
Keep your head. They hit you, just flop. That way they get the penalty.
Let's see what we got here.
I'd say 15 on it.
So the white hat coming over to make the call.
Two dead ball fouls.
Two dead ball fouls.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, and I have unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
So it's going to offset.
Offset.
Should be third down.
Fourth down.
Shout out to Jenny Waddell. She's out there listening. Tularosa beat Loving 3-0. Eunice beat Mescalero 3-1.
Actually, 4-1. Or
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
I'm right.
Yep,
3-1.
You're right.
Then Jal lost to Dexter 3-1. So Dexter moved forward on that side. Mesilla Valley beat Hagerman 3-0. So
third down.
So a debate out there about which down it is. It is still going to be third down. So third down, and we'll call it 18, something like that. 35-6 is the score. 10:45 to go here in the third.
For Ruidoso at the 11-yard line.
Little update on some local scores. Tatum 46, Escalante 22 in the fourth quarter. Third quarter, Dexter 44, Jal 7.
Wow.
Third quarter, Lovington 17, Hobbs 2. And they're saying Jal's still having technical issues down there, so they're not sure if that's up to date.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they've had technical issues down there with the service.
Well, some areas aren't real good service. I'm glad to be back in our original home here with good service.
And I want to shout out to the school board and to Mr. Hatch and the IT folks. They have worked with us. We've been up here to this booth 2 or 3 times in the last couple of weeks. I've been hauling the equipment up here and plugging it in.
Right.
And we got this booth up and running. So shout out to all of the IT folks. We appreciate you.
Greatly appreciate it. I'm tired of climbing them tall stairs.
Yes.
Jimmy had us hanging over the edge of the building.
And that ball gets deflected onto the ground and they're going to pick it up, trying to turn the corner, still on their feet. And now there's a flag, and that's going to be a personal foul on the Cardinals because they're hitting after. And now there's some pushing and shoving going on over here. We better get our Cardinals in line.
Yeah.
And I don't know what man, I'm telling you, our kids need to get their heads on straight.
What's going on here?
They're still pushing and shoving going on down there, and that's going to be a first down.
Or maybe it was double like the last one.
No, I think that's going on us. I don't think there's any hope for now, maybe way after the fact there might have been another one on us, but this over here was us. There ain't no doubt about it.
Trying to give our boys the benefit of the doubt, but they got to get their game plan going.
Yeah, they got to get their heads on straight. I've been saying for the last few minutes, a lot of talking, a lot of pushing and shoving after, and we're the ones that in a game like this when you're up 35-6, the other team's got nothing to lose if they come knock you out, whatever. You gotta keep your head.
I go back to my grandson when he took karate when he was 3. He took it for like 3 years. And his coach, sensei, whatever you call him, he always told him, if you fight ugly, you're going to lose.
Personal foul against Eunice. So there'll be a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
So they're going to say,
okay, so we get the ball.
Yeah, they said that it happened after the play was over. And so they're going to say that 15 yards will be marked off afterward, and then it'll be Eunice ball.
So we got the ball about he's still walking, about the 32-yard line, 31-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. And so he's walking back out into the middle. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure what we're doing. Do we have a timeout? So
Eunice,
the Redbirds are kind of a little discombobulated. That's the word I'm going to use right now. I don't know why we've gotten so flustered, but we're flustered right now. And although we're winning 35-6,
you don't want them to be flustered no matter what.
You just don't want to look like you got attitude problems, and right now we do. 10:30. Both teams are out, and now we're going to have what looks like a timeout. Yeah, we've got a timeout on the field. And we got the Ruidoso coaches walking over to the officials trying to get clarification because I think they thought it was their ball after the 15-yard.
Yeah, but it was the fourth down. So, well, that's a good chance for me to get into these sponsors for the third quarter here. Parker Energy Service, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, and Outlaw Grill and Bigga de Me Pizza.
Shout out to Kim Colburn out there listening. We appreciate you. And numerous others. Jacob Haynes, the Haynes family. And the Haynes family out there listening, we appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mr. Haynes, Jacob Haynes, one of our public servants here in the community. And we appreciate all that they do for sure. So anyway, 10:30 to go here in the third. Eunice leads 35-6. And we've just kind of had I'm going to call it an ugly.
The third quarter didn't start well.
Yeah, it's been an ugly beginning to this third quarter. Eunice got to get their emotions in check here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Melanson with the snap, looking down the field, throws it over here. He's got a man. That is Lord, I believe. He's bobbing, weaving, but then he steps out.
Lord on the reception.
And there was a lot of hitting after the whistles again. And a lot of pushing and shoving, a lot of hitting after whistles, but not before the Cardinals pick up a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals, 10:19 to go, 35-6, and they're going to spot it at the 19. So Eunice with the ball, 1st and 10, 2 receivers wide right, 2 to the left. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Woods. Woods is bobbing, weaving, cuts back, still on his feet, spins.
Nice run.
Drops the shoulder and plows down inside the 10, and there comes another late flag. Not a fag, but a flag. And I missed my L there for some reason.
Yeah, got to have that L, Jimmy.
My apologies. I don't know why that came out like that. But anyway, and all the way down inside the 10. And then I think you're going to have a personal foul on us, and I think they're going to bring it back because the Cardinals are marching the other direction.
What?
We got to get it together here.
That coach on the other side over there he's out there halfway onto the field hollering.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting on the offense.
Taunting.
A 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Wow. And that's a spot foul. So that'll be second, or well, I guess it'll still be first down, but it'll be probably 15 yards now.
The Eunice faithful getting a little rowdy up here. They're screaming to get them in check, Coach. There's a lot of screaming going on
that's
up
just
here.
you just gotta. That's just you can't do that.
Yeah, we gotta get it together here. Second down, and we'll call it 20. 10 minutes to go in the third. Little screen pass. They flip it over to
Perfect.
Woods. Woods got a little room. He bobs, weaves, pops out to the left side, still on his feet, breaks the tackle. He's down inside the 5, still plowing, and Woods drives his way all the way down to about the 2-yard line. Man, Woods.
Nice run.
He got hit by the first defender about the 20.
Yeah.
Bobbed him, weaved him, spun, drove, kept going, got hit by 4 or 5 more, still on his feet, and then carried people all the way down inside the 5. He's not very big, but man.
But he's sure enough can get it.
That's right. A little stick of dynamite for sure. 9:57 to go here in the third. 35-6 is the score. Eunice back to the line of scrimmage. First and goal from the third. From the 3, not the
And the
third.
boys look good. They just have to have a little more discipline on the.
They're going to hand it right up to Woods. He's got a little room trying to turn the corner.
he's
He
in.
dives in. Touchdown, Elgin Woods. The man, the myth, the legend. He drug him down there, and now he punches him in. 6 points on the board. Elgin Woods.
Now he's going to turn around and go kick it.
That's right.
That's what he does.
So he gets a 3-yard touchdown run from Woods. And now he'll go back to kick the point after touchdown. So Coach Jackson over there trying to talk to some of these others, tell them to get their emotions in check. The Cardinals up 41-6. The offense has looked pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of mishaps, but you can expect those in the first game of the season. The snap, the place, the kick, and it is through the middle. Woods drives that one through, and a late flag again.
Oh, man.
Another late flag. It's
What is that one?
42-6 as we've got another late flag that came in probably 3 seconds after the ball went through the uprights. And now
Are we taunting again,
the
or what we
white
got?
hat is over here talking to Coach Jackson on our sideline. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see what's happening. Running into the kicker.
Oh, okay.
And Eunice declined it.
Well, yeah,
So-
because the kick was good, so we didn't want to re-kick it.
Yep.
Great. Excellent. So, shout out to our sponsors right quick during this. Parker Energy Service, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, and Debbie's Hiring, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Erica and Josh, and they said we're hiring too. Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, and Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza. So, thank you to all those sponsors. Make this broadcast possible. For you folks that might be sitting in various places watching this on the big screen.
Shout out to Eddie Montoya out there listening.
All right.
Casey Arcida's out there listening as well. Shout
Hey,
out
Casey.
to Casey. We appreciate you guys. 9:51 to go in the third. 42-6, Eunice with the lead. Here's the kickoff.
Pooch.
Little bouncer down the middle. Ruidoso picks it up at the 20, to the 25, 30, 35, and then dragging him down right at the, and there goes some more late hits.
Wow.
You still got some pushing and shoving.
No flag this time?
No, but you had some more hitting for sure after the
Well, I think on the Ruidoso part, it's probably a little frustration, you know. But our boys are going to have to.
they're going to have to get it their heads right for sure.
Yep.
Sometimes that's tough. You know, we sit up here and say it. I've been in those games where you play with some emotion. Football's an emotional game. You're out there sweating and
Yep.
bleeding on each other and getting in each other's faces over and over, and so sometimes you can get a little irritated like Billy Caperton and throw up the middle finger to the crowd or
Surely
something.
not.
You don't want to do that, but you might every
But you
now
might.
and then. It might happen. And shout out to my main man, Billy. 42-6 is the score. 9:40 to go here in the third. Ruidoso with the ball. Ball spotted at the 30. We'll call it the 39.
Yeah.
Sheldon in that pistol back formation. Hands it right up the middle, over the left side. Big hole, and still on
got
his
running
feet.
room.
That's number 14. That's True Camejo. And True makes it true again as he runs it all the way down inside the Eunice 40 on a big run.
Broke a couple of tackles.
Control on the run. First down, Ruidoso.
Trying to see who made that tackle.
Yard line, or
Couldn't. Eunice going to take a timeout here. We turned
Didn't
our
get to the-
lights on because it was pretty dark
Yeah,
up
it was
here.
pretty dark and dingy.
Usually the other people have their lights on and we can kind of see.
Yeah,
but
this
we
time.
couldn't see, and so it got a little dark in here. And anyway, it was hard to see our notes and
There's
our
not too
papers
many
or
bugs
rosters.
tonight, so we're good.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Shout out to some sponsors: Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. Right. Thanks to all you folks that sponsor us where we can do this. And
So 9:14 to go here in the third. 42-6 is the score. Ruidoso driving the ball into Eunice territory. Sheldon takes the snap. Oh, they hand off, and then the ball hits the turf. There's a battle for it. And I think by the silence
think
of the
they got
Eunice
it.
crowd, I think Ruidoso must have ended up with it again.
loss of about probably 4 or 5 on that.
So they're going to spot it back about the 41-yard line. So we'll call it 2nd and 14. 8:53 to go here in the third. Ruidoso still with the ball. Ruidoso has one way out here wide to the right. End up with 2 receivers out here to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback going to hand it
Handoff.
right up the middle. That's True. True going to duck his head and punch forward for about 2. So True for 2. For 2 true yards right there.
Make it about 3rd and about 12.
Yep. Ball now just across the 40-yard line. We'll call it the 39. 8:19. Clock continues to tick. 42-6.
I think we probably have a running clock now, right? With 35 points,
Yeah, I can't remember what the number is
I
anymore.
believe.
I've been out of my football
Yeah.
mind for enough months. I can't remember. Oh, and there was
Uh-oh.
the whole Ruidoso offense took off running, but the center was still down in his position with the ball. Everybody else, including the quarterback, was backpedaling. Every player on Ruidoso's team was driving out of their stance. The receivers were sprinting up the field. The quarterback was backpedaling.
The center's in there going, "What are y'all doing?"
Was still sitting there with the ball on the ground, looking around. So that'll back them up 5, and now we'll be at about the 44-yard line. 3rd down and maybe 15, 16 yards, maybe a little farther than that. 7:25 on the clock. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Pistol back formation, rolling to his right. Throws it up into the air and almost picked off there by Hyan Castro. And chasing him down was Jose Calvillo.
And he got a pretty good hit on him.
Yeah, Calvillo's a big boy, but he's a big athletic boy. You know,
he's coming at you.
He's a heck of a baseball player. He hits the ball well,
Yeah.
plays first base. He's left-handed. On the basketball court, he's usually like the 6th man. He probably won't be this year. He'll probably be a starter. But he's like the 6th man. He's very athletic, very deceiving for as big as he is, how quick he is.
So he moves faster than you think.
Oh, man.
He's
And
kind
in
of like one of them big
football-
old trains.
Yeah, the football team, he's the center. He's got great hands, and he's tough, man. He's tough as nails. So 4th down, we'll call it 16. Ruidoso with the ball. Takes the snap. Tried to run a little reverse. They had a reverse pass. They've got the ball over here. They had a man open but couldn't get the ball to him. The pass is incomplete. And the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 at about the 40, we'll call it the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Eunice. Little trickery there on behalf of Ruidoso as they tried the reverse pass. I've got an old group of buddies that I went to high school with, all my pals, and man, I tell you, we got a group message, and most of it I can't read to anybody, but they're always entertaining.
At least not on the radio.
No,
Sure.
no, but it's always entertaining. They keep you entertaining. Shout out to them all for listening. So 5:35 to go. They're going to hand it right up the middle. I can't tell who is with it.
Is it
44?
44,
Man, a big run there by 44. Trying to look James Coulter,
Yep.
I believe is who that was. If that was Coulter, man, it is. Coulter with a heck of a run as he plowed his way down the middle for a first down.
Cardinals on the 43-yard line.
5:15 to go in the third. 42-6 is the score. Eunice heads to the line of scrimmage. They've got the ball right at the top of the Cardinal. And so trips out to the left, one receiver to the right. Melanson in the backfield. I think that's Coulter that's with him. They throw a little pitch pass on the run.
Got a blocker.
Coming through. They've got a little space. That's number 5. That's Haziel Goita.
That'll get another first down.
That's old Hazi. Hazi was a heck of a junior high athlete all those years, and you're going to be looking for big things from him. He's a youngster, and I'm not sure if he's a freshman or a sophomore this year, but man, I tell you, he's a young one that we need to remember that name.
We'll be seeing a lot of it.
Next couple of years, you're going to hear that name a lot. Melanson with the ball, takes the snap, hands it right up the middle to Coulter. He's dragging a tackler. He drags a couple more all the way to the 25.
4 or 5 yards out of that.
Yeah, and I tell you, that young man has shown that he can run the football. Number 44, James Coulter. 4:08 remaining on the clock here in the third. And so second down now, we'll call it 6. As the Cards head to the line of scrimmage. 3 to the right. They hand it up the middle to Coulter again. He's dragging another tackle and then runs over one all the way down to the 15.
That'll be another first down.
Coulter says, give it to me. Feed me. 3:33 to go here in the third. So a lot of threes on the board. 42-6 is the score. Eunice with the ball. Coach Jackson slowing things down right now. Kind of got his offense going just a little bit slower, slowing down on the play column.
Got some of the youngsters out, I think.
Trips to the right, one to the left. They're going to hand it. No. They handed to Coulter, and then there was a mishap on the handoff. The ball ended up on the turf, and Melanson dove on it.
Yeah, that's quick thinking.
I think they're running that little quarterback option, so he can either hand it to Coulter if he thinks there's an opening, or he can pull it and keep it.
Right.
And I think Coulter thought he was pulling it. And
He
Melanson
thought he was
giving
keeping
it. And so the ball ended up bouncing around the turf. So that's going to make it second, and we'll call it 12, maybe 13 after the loss of about 3. 2:43 to go here in the third. Melanson in an empty backfield. Trips right, 2 to the left. Melanson takes the snap. Looking down the field, he's got some pressure coming after him. They're after him. He throws it over to the right side and almost completes it as he gets drugged to the ground late. And anyway.
Yeah, that was close.
Yes. So that's going to make it third down now, and we'll call it 13 yards. 2:15. The clock continues to run. Eunice trying to finish this thing off here. No, maybe not. They can't quite finish it off here.
Yeah, two more scores would pretty much do it.
My math is not very good looking. Trips to the right. Melanson in the backfield with Coulter. One out here to the left. Melanson takes the snap, looking past the whole way. Throws it over to the right side. He had a man, but he overthrew Mata.
Wow.
Mata was open. He just, Melanson threw it off the back foot, kind of leaning back, had people chasing him.
Yep, if he'd have hit them hands, it'd have been in.
And so, was that fourth?
That was third, so this will be fourth down, and we can probably get the playoff before
the. I think, we'll get the playoff. We're going to try to kick it. We got the kicking team out there on the field.
Okay, well, the wind's blowing in the right direction for that.
Got a little wind behind him. This would be a 35-yard field goal from the left hash. This will be a new wrinkle for us because we hadn't done too much of this. So Eunice going to set up. Woods is back to attempt a 35-yard field goal. Hyan Castro, the holder, and Maddox Mata, the snapper. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it's close, and it is good.
Oh, yeah.
And Woods drills the 35-yarder right down the middle. And so Eunice puts 3 points on the board with a 35-yard field goal from Woods.
Leaving 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Shout out to our sponsors right quick. Parker Energy Services, BT8 Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, and Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza.
So Hobbs is making a huge comeback over against Lovington. They were down 17-0. They just scored again. It's 15-17 in the third quarter. Hobbs trails Lovington by 2.
It ain't over till it's over, right?
Dexter finishes Jow off 58-7 in the third.
Wow.
And Tatum beats Escalante 46-30. So some local scores for you.
Hobbs is coming on back, huh? That's pretty good. You can't. If you don't stop playing, you never know what'll happen.
Hobbs with Coach Stevens, the former Eunice Cardinal coach before Jackson. 48 seconds to go in the third. Eunice with the kickoff, and they boom that one all the way into the end zone.
Be a touchback.
And the ball finds the back of the end zone, and we'll have a touchback. So once again, 48 seconds to go. It's 45-3. And so the Cardinals in control here. It's a beautiful night now. Now that it's cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, it's
got a breeze out there blowing from our right to left. It's kind of a wind blowing out of the south toward the north.
cooled all the way down to about 95. It's pretty nice now.
Yeah, for those Ruidoso kids, I mean, imagine those kids how they feel. You know, they've been up there.
They've been up there in the cool pines.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's been hot up there too, but not hot like this heat. So Ruidoso comes to the line of scrimmage, 48 seconds to go in the third. They snap, they're going to hand off right up the middle. Dragging would-be tacklers is the young man. I believe that's true again. He drags people all the way out to the 25. And I can't tell for sure. That's 20. That may be 27. That may be Trenton Hall again.
Wait on the stop. Second down for Ruidoso.
So Ruidoso going to be looking at second. We'll call it 6. 20 seconds to go. I think Ruidoso's just going to let this time run off the clock. No, now they're going to run up to the. They waited.
Run one.
Yeah, they waited a long
they
time.
They might not get it off. They don't move.
Now they're down to 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Man in motion. They take the snap.
Yeah, there's a lot of
motion.
motion.
And the clock's going to run to 0. And at the end of the third quarter, the score is 45-6. And that's going to end the third on the penalty. Eunice leads 45-6 at the end of 3. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Give us a shout out to our sponsors during this break. Get it down in the camera down here on our cheerleaders. All right. So we got Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage. They are hiring. Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, also hiring. City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. Big thank you to all these sponsors that do what they do, make it possible for this.
Another shout out to Houston Harvey listening over in, I believe he's still over in the big state of Texas.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys listening for sure. Lots of folks out there listening. This is opening day of football season for your Eunice Cardinals. We look forward to many broadcasts as the season goes on. The Cardinals got one heck of a schedule this year.
Yeah.
Going to travel into Texas a couple times. I was trying to, while I'm sitting here, pull up the schedule just to kind of go over it with everyone here as Ruidoso gets ready to get going here.
It'll be second down and 11.
Yep, they're going to take the snap, hand it right up the middle. Got a little room, pushing ahead all the way across the 25-yard line, maybe the 26. That's going to make it, we'll call it 3rd and 4. Next week, they'll have estancia here at home. The week after that, they travel to Roswell to face New Mexico Military Institute. Then they go to Texas, West Texas, to face Morton, Texas. Then they'll face St. Mike's here. St. Mike's is a 4A powerhouse the last several years. So St. Mike's will make the trip down here from Santa Fe, running right up the middle again.
Nice tackle.
And a big tackle there by number 72. Big 72 is Giovanni Porras. So big Porras with the tackle. After that, they travel back to Texas. No, I'm sorry. They'll face Kermit, Texas. And then they jump into the district play with Texaco, Tularosa, Jal, and Loving. A tough district, a new district. So Texaco, Tularosa, Jal, and Loving for the district finales.
Yeah,
there.
that's quite a schedule.
Yeah. So it looks like we've got a timeout on the field. It's 4th down and 1. Ball's going to be spotted about the 29. Once again, just a reminder that our Eunice employee spotlight this week goes to Mr. Dwayne Haynes. Thank you, Mr. Haynes, for all that you do.
All your service.
You know, anybody that knows me well enough to know that sometimes I say and do some things that might step on a few toes here and there. I will tell you, me and Mr. Haynes haven't always agreed on everything, but I've always appreciated how professional he could be, even when we disagreed, and then how we could tell each other what we thought,
right?
And then the next day see each other and shake hands and ask each other how we're doing. Mr. Haynes did some amazing things for this district. I definitely give the man credit to stay in a position like he stayed in for as long as he did. He did things right, and we appreciate you. And man, all you got to do on this beautiful summer night is look out across all these facilities and go, he was a driving force behind those. And so thank you, Mr. Haynes, for all that you've done for the Eunice schools. We appreciate you. So 11 minutes to go here in this ball game. Ruidoso with the ball, 4th and 1. They're going to snap, try to run it right up the middle, and they do. They punch it ahead, and Ruidoso with the first down. So also, during our halftime spotlight recognition, we recognized our new superintendent, Mr. Hatch, and his family. Mr. and Mrs. Hatch and their children, we appreciate them. We welcome them, and we hope that they will all enjoy something from Cold Brew over in Hobbs the Gladys, Eunice alum. So we appreciate them. Ruidoso throws it out to the right side. Drives that all the way down. They're going to pick up about 9 on that one, I believe. And I think that's number 11. But I don't have an 11 on my roster, so I'm going to say it's probably not 11. It sure looks like an 11 out there. But yeah. I've got 2 10s. I've got Logan Shindu and Mason Fickney.
You got a missed tackle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had him short of the first down, and he broke a tackle, so
Eunice now gives up another first down. Trying to look out there and see if I see a lot of youngsters on the field, but I don't think we do. I don't see a lot of youngsters. That looks like our main defense to me out there on the field. Trying to look. I think I see big 4-1 Tyson Jones up in the middle. Jones playing that middle linebacker position. There's a long pass out to the side, and that was definitely a push-off.
There's the flag.
And I was going to say, did the flag come in? Because there was definitely a flag, or definitely should have been. The Eunice defender got shoved to the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, he got shoved straight
to the ground.
He said, move,
I got to get this ball.
The ball was kind of holding up in the air, and the Eunice defender and the Ruidoso offensive player were kind of sitting there waiting on it like you would a punt. And at the last second, the Ruidoso player pushed I believe that was Woods, to the turf, caught the ball, and then strutted in for the touchdown, but they're going to call that one back. And so they're going to bring it back.
And the clock's still running.
Yeah, Harv says he's by Dallas, so shout out to Harv.
Going through the big D.
That's right.
And I do mean Dallas.
Yep. So that Harvey family, man, just a great family, great people, did a lot of great things for this community, great athletes.
Yep.
And all of them. I mean, you just can't think of a Harvey that wasn't a beast out here. So
Pass interference on the offense.
pass interference on the offense. The Eunice crowd likes it. Ruidoso crowd don't, but it was pretty obvious. So they
On 15 yards from the previous
from
spot.
the previous spot. So
That'll be first and what, 25?
a long ways. So under 8 minutes to go here in the ball game.
And it'd been a good pass if he didn't push off.
Yeah, yeah, probably an interception
Yeah.
because we had a player.
So he
sitting
was
right
ready.
there
He was
waiting
right
on it.
there, huh?
Yeah. Shout out to Cynthia Mota and their crew. We appreciate y'all. Like I said, lots of listeners. We appreciate you guys. We always do. We appreciate the sponsors. Without you, we wouldn't have these free broadcasts. I'm telling you, sometimes we get spoiled as we don't realize how good we have it down here in the southeast
Yeah.
corner of
And
the
you
state.
go up north and they go, you can't do that.
Yep.
We sell this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, they charge people for it. And I've even heard talks from some people saying, oh, we should do that here. And I'm like, no. That's what makes this a need, is that people can sit at home and watch their kids, grandkids. There's a pass out to the right side, and it was almost picked off
I mean,
by Gomez.
Incomplete pass brings up
he got his hands on his helmet going, man, I should have had that.
Gomez and Woods collided there.
Wow.
And ball finds the turf, and Woods is hobbling again. He's kind of hobbling back, and now he's bending over, reaching toward his legs. So hope Woods is okay.
Yeah. Don't need that on the first game.
Yep.
Let's bring him off, coach.
Yep. Yeah, he's waving now. They're gonna run. Oh no, that's Mata that's hobbling.
Oh, it is.
And they're bringing Woods on and sending Mata off. It's Mata reaching over toward like his knees and whatnot. And now
We
he
definitely don't need
Once he
that.
gets to the side, he fell straight to the ground. He's laying on the sideline. Ruidoso going to run one up the middle. Big tackle there made by Tyson Jones. Tyson Jones steps up and takes care of business in the middle. It'll take me a little while to get the hang
Yeah.
of all of our players, where they're at.
Right.
And as I start to realize where everybody's playing, I'll be better at catching some of these names. My first week is always rough.
In a lot of aspects.
Yeah, because you got a lot of these kids playing in spots that maybe they didn't play last season.
Right.
And so Jones in there playing that middle linebacker. He's running the show, looking like Mike Singletary up in there.
We got a little movement. Yeah, a little movement on the Ruidoso side.
Looking like Josh Jones, his daddy, or maybe his grandpa Kenny Jones, another one of them Jones linebackers.
5-yard penalty, third down.
Going to be a 5-yard penalty on the dead
Third
ball.
and, I don't know, forever. Like 400 yards.
Yeah, it's it's a long ways. What is that? It's 25, 30 yards for sure.
Yeah.
So 5 minutes to go in this ball game. The clock is running. Ruidoso seems really content with running that sucker as much as they can. They're taking a lot of time here between plays. 45-6 is the score. Eunice versus Ruidoso. Eunice in the red, Ruidoso in the white. Snap back to Sheldon, the quarterback, looking to pass. He's going to throw it down the field. And picked off by Luis Gomez. He's got a little room if he can get out to that left side. He's trying to turn the corner. He's to the 20, the 15, 10, 5. He dives in and he's in there for pick six. Luis Gomez with the pick six. And the senior says, give it to me. Luis Gomez with about a 40-yard interception return for the touchdown, pick six. The big man, Luis Gomez, picking off the pass and running through traffic.
Yeah, he got within about 5 or 10 yards. He wasn't going to be stopped. He said, I'm getting in the end zone, boys.
Not going to be denied, and he had a host of blockers
Yeah,
out there
did.
for him on the left side. He punches it in. With 4:32 to go in the game, Eunice leads 51-6.
You know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
There's the snap, the place, the kick.
Oh.
And it goes off the upright.
Doggone it.
And so Eunice misses the extra point, but they lead 51-6 with 4:32 to go in the ball game. The Cardinals with a big lead on opening night. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports on the Eunice Sports YouTube page and at HobbsAmerica.com. Let's hear about our sponsors.
Got our sponsors here, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, they are hiring, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, and Outlaw Grill Bigger Than Me Pizza. You're looking for a late dinner plan? That pizza is pretty darn good.
And it's a great place to go after these late night games
Yeah.
and whatnot. It's kind of the place to go. And then if you can't make it tonight and you say, you know what, we'll go in the morning, you can run by Debbie's in the morning, grab you some
Oh,
breakfast. Debbie's is the place to be for breakfast.
You ain't joking.
And for lunch. But that's always my go-to. If I wake up in the morning and go, what are we going to eat? We want to make anything?
Let's go down to Debbie's.
Great environment, great people. It's kind of that small town cafe environment where you go sit around and talk about small town sports.
And you're right there on the corner. You
politics,
can see everybody that
that's
goes
right.
by, see what
Everybody
they're
that
doing.
runs that stop sign
Yeah.
out there on the corner.
And you hear them say, if I wish I was a cop.
Yeah, I'd give
No,
them a
you
ticket.
don't.
So the kickoff was a high pooch kick. Ruidoso takes it, and a host of Cardinals flutter in for the tackle.
Got a 1st and 10 right there on about the.
I see 25 or 21, Jesse Ornales, I believe, along with number 5, Haziel Gorta. And so they were both in there as part of that group. There was a big group, a lot of people in there. 4 minutes to go. It's a running clock.
And
The
they're over
score's
there huddled up
51-6. Yeah, they've got the water group out, and they're taking it easy.
Well, like you said, they're used to that Ruidoso weather. I imagine this is kicking their hindquarters pretty good.
It's definitely warm out here today for sure. So here's the snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle. Coming up and making
Nice
a nice
tackle.
tackle is Grayson Meek. That young man has had a heck of a night tonight. I don't remember calling his name much last year, but I'm not sure where he came from, but it's like, where you been my whole life? Grayson Meek doing work out there on the defensive side of the football.
Might
For
have
sure.
got a yard out of that.
Yeah.
2nd and 9.
Mata was back out on the field. He did hobble over here to the side again just now. Throwing it down the field, and
And
might
I
have been
believe we
picked
got
off
that one.
again. Oh, Hyan
Oh.
Castro, he's saying he got it. The official saying it hit the turf. Castro's mad as a hornet.
Man, I believe he did have it.
He's
but
looking for another official like, hey, no, I had that one.
Somebody help me here.
So Castro thought he had to pick.
That was as good a catch as that one over there earlier when the other coach thought it wasn't a catch.
Yeah.
But, look at the scoreboard. That's probably why we didn't get the call.
Trying to scroll through here and see if I see any updates on any of these other games. Specifically the Hobbs game. I'm interested to know what their score is now. 2:25 to go here in the ball game. They hand it right up the middle. Eunice has a host of Cardinals in there. There was a bunch of them in there. I saw 20. I saw 12. That's Meek again. Who's 20? Give him a holler. That's Cooper Webb. And then, of course, the man, the myth, the legend. Not Josh Jones, even though he kind of looks like him.
The mini Josh.
Tyson Jones.
Yeah. So lost a couple on that one. 4th down and 11.
Hustling out there was Andres Soriano. He gets out there into the middle, ready to go. Eunice trying to rotate in some players. Shelton with the shotgun. He throws it down the middle. He had a man open, but just couldn't
In
quite
and out. Yeah, that was
connect.
a good thought.
You know,
They'll turn it over on downs with 1.5 minutes left in the game.
So Eunice going to take over on downs. The score's 51-6, 1:25 to go here in the ball game. I would be extremely surprised if we don't just go out and kneel.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. It's
The players are out there trying to encourage the coach to go for
they
it.
want
And
to
they're-
score, coach.
They're all, you can tell they're upset. They're wanting to.
Coach, we know how to
Coach,
stop
let
that
them
clock.
score one more time.
If we can just score one more time, we'll stop the clock.
And I think the coach is telling them to kneel it, and they're asking him again from out on the field, and they're going to set up in the victory formation, and I believe you are about to see the end of this thing. Hey, something. get online and go vote for Cutter Spalding. Cutter Spalding, young man with Eunice ties here. He drives like the dirt track and whatnot over in Texas. Young man's a great young man. Monica Spalding and Gerald, that group, all Eunice graduates. Their son Cutter is in some kind of online competition.
Okay.
They call it the Smileys All-Star Invitational Southern Sport Mod, and they have this voting that you can go on and do, and go online and vote for Cutter Spalding. So shout out to them. Shout out to John Dean Davis for listening to us as well.
All right. That's how it's going to end, 51-6.
So the final score here in Eunice, they don't even sound the horn. We turned it off with .1, and then we cleared the board. It's 51-6. The Eunice Cardinals with a big win. Shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, shout out to these sponsors one more time. Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, and Debbie's Country Kitchen.
Got an update here from my man Heath Dean, 24-15, Lovington in the lead late in the ball game. Lovington and Hobbs in a shootout over there. And so, anyway, we appreciate all the listeners. We appreciate the sponsors. Shout out Mr. Haynes. Shout out Hatch Family. Get with me so I can get you your Cold Brew gift card. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Resendo. Next week, we will be right here, I believe. Isn't that right? Isn't that what I said
that's
earlier?
correct.
And we're playing... I can't remember. Anyway, I got a message here that Grayson Meek came from Klondike, Texas. So shout out to Grayson Meek, man. I tell you, that young man can play some football for sure. I was trying to look really quickly here. Yeah, we will be here versus Estancia next week.
Okay.
We should have the man Resendo back. And so, anyway, for Resendo Caballero and Charlie Fairbrush, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thanking everyone for listening. Eunice Cardinals with a first win of the season on the road back to a state championship game. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal Sports on the Nullmark Broadcasting Network. Thank you for listening, and good night.
Good night, everybody.